Okay, here we are again. We have a little bit more off-screen stuff having been done. I'll talk about that at the beginning of the stream, which technically this is the beginning of the stream, but I mean once we actually start, because I need to give everybody a chance to filter in first. So we'll do that, and then once that's done, that's when we'll get started. I'm trying to figure out whether the play here is, because I have two pillows for the couch that I am sitting on, and I'm trying to figure out if the play is just one pillow spread across the entirety of my back, or two pillows that sort of behave across both ends of my back. Is this on cardio? It is, okay. I just wanted to make sure. I thought I switched the function, but I wasn't sure, so I had to check. Always good to check those things beforehand, just in case. Well, that's what I was meaning to get. Okay. I went back to pick up some supplies from my old digs, my old place of residence as well today, and I was like, I'm forgetting something. I don't remember what it is. I wanted to get one of my compression gloves so that I could wear it on my right hand, because I already have the wristband for my left hand for the long motion, the long muscle contraction of holding the left analog stick to move. But the pressing of the buttons with my right hand might benefit from a compression glove, and I forgot to get it. So that sucks, but no, we'll make do with it. I'm sure it won't be something that will cause me immense pain for now. Though it might be worth keeping in mind for later down the road, because, well, you never know when mild osteoarthritis turns to moderate and then severe, and then I would have to, and honestly, actually, I'm not doing very well with the arthritis no matter what happens here, because not only did I forget the compression glove, I also did an ice before I did this. because I'm supposed to, before and after I do anything that would be moderately strenuous on my wrists and my fingers, I'm supposed to ice them. So, I'm all over the place today. It's okay, though. Because that might mean the humor will be more random, and potentially more humorous as a result. Gotta be careful, though. If I get to be too humorous, I'll also end up with arthritis in my arm bones. Okay, now, that one right there was bad even for me. And that's really saying something. How you doing, everybody? Welcome back to Tales of Xillia 2, the stream edition. Last time we left, we were just moseying around the whole open world trying to find a whole bunch of elite monsters, and as a result of that, we have only two? Well, 2.5 technically, because we can enter into a third area, optional area, but we cannot actually do anything in it other than the top section of it, and that's Fezabel Marsh. So we have the Xillia Tundra, the Xillia Tundra, and then the top of Fezabel Marsh. We can't access the bottom of Fezabel Marsh yet until the end of Chapter 10. So today we're going to do the Tundras, Xillia and Xillia. They have the same enemies in them, as far as I'm aware, although I think one of them might have a couple of separate enemies. And then both of the unique monsters, I'm actually going to move Jude up here, both of the unique monsters, elite monsters that is, that we have to kill, Blutar and Dark Teagle, are in the Xillia Tundra and the top of Fezabel Marsh, respectively. So you would think, evenly balancing, and not with a motorcycle, that they would have one, you would go through Xillia Tundra and then get to Fezabel Marsh and fight Dark Teagle there. And then the second one would be on Xillia Tundra, so you'd fight Blutar there, or vice versa, but that's not how it works, unfortunately. They have both of them on the same path, and then Xillia Tundra is completely optional. There's no reason to go to it at all. There's barely any loot. So I said, okay, well, let's go do that one first. Why not? As for the things that I did off screen, I think it was mostly like clearing out areas that we hadn't cleared out before, in terms of, I think, Colmar Trail, Burmia Gorge I went to. Went back to Old Vacal Mine to finish that whole thing up. And I also started working so that I would figure out combos that I could use with the characters, so that it wouldn't be just like I was bullshitting with them, like what was happening, like, for example, in the Ivor boss fight when I was trying to play as Alvin and it really wasn't working out. That ideally won't happen anymore with most characters. Some of them I've had a harder time with figuring combos out than others. Namely, Elise and Mila have been pretty damn difficult to figure out because Elise gets very few physical arts despite having access to Warrior and Warrior 2 that allow me to maintain a combo. I need to experiment more with Tipo Roar to see if that'll maintain a combo or not, but other than that, I mean, she gets good hit multipliers, mostly because of Tipo Copter, because if you use that, she hits with Tipo off, like 10 times or something ridiculous like that. But it's like four total arts that she uses in a row, and that's about it. So it's not really much of a combo. Then again, Gaius only hits about 6 times in a row, and then that's his whole combo, at least as far as I'm concerned. But I've tried to figure out some combos for everybody. Rowan, I haven't really figured out a combo per se for him, but he doesn't need combos, as we'll see when we go through the Xillia Tundra and I take the party that normally would have gone through there in Tales of Xillia 1. I've actually even figured out a combo for Muse, and that's saying something because I had no freaking idea how to play as her before I started this stream through. I had no idea how to play as her, to be completely honest, until just after the last episode when I really started messing around with her. So, but she'll be in the party again today, because out of all of our party members, one of the things that you'll notice is that if you go down, all of our party members have gotten the, where is it? Did I pass it? I think I passed it. The special command is what I'm looking for here. I know you gotta have it, I just don't know where I was stuck. Ah, there it is. Okay, so yeah, all of our party members have the special command if you scroll to various places. However, Mila doesn't have the special command. And that might have something to do with the fact that she doesn't have access to the 4 at the moment, so that would explain why she can't use her Mystic Art. But that's also the reason why I'm not taking her with us into the Xillia Tundra, even though she was present in, well, not this version of Mila, but you get my point. Present in the Xillia Tundra in the first game if you played Mila's side of the story. So I'm going to take Muse instead, because Muse has access to her Mystic Art. And ideally, that'll let us show off the other Mystic Arts that are available to everybody, because we already showed Luger's, Alvin's, Gaius's, and Leia's. So ideally, we'll show Rowan's and Muse's, as well as Elise's and Jude's, and then when Mila gets access to the 4, eventually, we'll be able to show that off as well. So, yeah, general gist of what I did was I kind of, any arts that I needed to get, like, aerial enabled or anything, I just grinded those up off screen. They're at 100 or so now. I think I had to do the most with Alvin because of Pulse Shot. But it's absolutely imperative, actually, speaking of Alvin, that we work on Pulse Shot because it's his combo starter and it needs to get better Iron Stance and Guard Break. Because at the moment, it doesn't have the best Iron Stance and Guard Break because it doesn't have all of its levels from the Allium Orb. So we're going to want him to work on water as soon as humanly possible. Probably going to finish him up on Yin and Yang, and then as soon as he's done with that, stick him on Waterfall so we can get all those Pulse Shot upgrades as soon as possible as well. I don't think we need to have him fight at all for a little while, though, like in terms of character episode stuff, so I'm not really too concerned about it being a problem going forward, but we shall see. We'll see how it all goes. Anyway, so the Kukar Ice Caverns are back that-a-way. I think... sorry, Elise, don't mean to cut you off about the really rare item, but we don't really need to worry about that. Do I want to use my... I might use these up, honestly, because we're getting to that point where we're kind of coming close to the end of the elemental ore. I don't think we'll be done with it soon, because some of us are in greater need of elemental ore than others, but I think we're getting to the point where it's pretty close. Like, as you may have seen, if we go back to the Allium Orbs, Luger only needs River, and he's above, 16,000, so he'll be done early on today. Basically, as soon as he gets access to these 1,000 Swords and Freezing Eruption upgrades, he's done with his Allium Orb forever. Gaius is already done, and so is Mila, so we don't need them to do anything else. Rowan is almost done. Leia is almost done. Muse is very close with, well, okay, maybe not very close with her light element, but it's over 12,000, almost 13. And she's on Erupting Geyser now, so she'll be very quickly escalating that up as she goes, and then eventually we can stick her back on Aurora once she gets that point. Elise really probably is going to be the next person to inherit Yin and Yang because, I mean, her Earth element is fine, but we want her to work on Light and Dark so she can get access to Chain Spell because that's really the main thing she's missing right now. It kind of hampers her combo game a little bit not having it, so. And then Alvin, it's like, okay, just work him on water and then I'll give him Lightning Bolt Plus. I think I have... No, I have a Mega Lightning Bolt at this point, so I'd probably just give that to him once he's done with Light, Dark, and Water. And then he's good for the rest of the game. Jude will probably be last to use Yin and Yang, so I'll probably work him on Earth Element arts after this, and then stick him on Yin and Yang once Elise is done with it. But yeah, there isn't really too much left for a lot of people to do. Like, it looks like there's a lot, but it's really not that much micromanagement from here on out. So, I'm going to try, I think, to work a little bit on our elemental ore intake so that way we can work on it faster. I don't actually know if this is the best place to do it, but I'll give it a shot. Why not? Anyway, the enemies here, I think I mentioned it, are the same as the enemies you'll find out in the Xillia Tundra. So just kind of, sort of, you know. What I'm planning on doing basically is using Xillia Tundra to get done with 1 stars for all of these enemies first, and then once we are done with that, we can, you know, work on just the enemies that we need to fight out in the other areas.
Keep it up. Let's keep it up.
Yes, he just said that.
Isn't Tipo amazing? That's right. I'm not just cute. I'm strong too. Okay,
this is the creaky thing. I remember the creaky thing. Elle using her words in strange and mysterious ways. I think there's a total of 5 enemies to be fought here, if I remember correctly, for the bestiary. Guess we'll find out in a few minutes.
Whoa, check you out!
I'll wait on that one.
The strongest salesman in the world. Comes off too strong. Guess who just got stronger?
It comes off too strong, but it just got stronger. Oh good, he's a mercenary legend now. Fantastic. I should mention, if you don't feel like doing the elemental or the way that I'm doing it, and you feel like just kind of saying, okay, well, I kind of just want to grind it out, that's fine if that's what you want to do. You don't have to use Minestrone and, you know, go into all these battles and stuff. Which, by the way, these little elemental ore deposits that are out in the field are not affected by Minestrone or any other elemental ore boosting item, in case you were wondering. But, yeah, if you wanted to just go grind it out somewhere by just running back and forth for a little while, you can do that. I would recommend using the Dimensional Breach. Hang on. Because the Dimensional Breach has up to 4 elemental ore spots, all of which give you about 10 apiece. And as soon as you leave and come back, they respawn. So, like, as soon as you leave the screen and then come back immediately, they respawn. So, you don't have to fast travel, nothing. You just go out, go back in, and you're done. Alright, come here, Penguiness. I need you to link up with this Snow Harpy. Oh, wait, that's Dragon's Dogma. There are arisen Snow Harpies! Eh. I don't think anybody's gonna get hit by that. Good, I get, ouch. Pardonnez-moi. There we go. Oh yeah, right, it's because it's Lucky Cat for both. How about this?
The ultimate invincible magic circle!
Wonder if this hits multiple.
All finished! Merry-go-round!
I guess it's fine if it doesn't, but nice work.
Knew I could trust you.
Hey, nice fight.
Alright, so that's one of the 2 in this party that we need to take care of in terms of Mystic Arts. We'll just work on Jude's in a second, and then we'll be good to go. We'll let Alvin and Elise link back up so they can have their little banter from the first game. Oh, we're back at maximum beautiful feathers again? Great. As if I wasn't already done with that. Now keep an eye out on these snow axe beak things because, okay, well, there's an example right there. Some of them look a little different from the others. Alright, you come with me. I don't know if a 3-link here is a good idea, but I might do it anyway, just for the hell of it. If I can even get you over here. I don't actually know if I can, so... yeah, that's the extent of your... Maybe I'll be able to get it. Yep, okay. That works. It'll be a tough fight, but it'll get us a lot of elemental ore, so I'm kind of okay with that. Here, Jude, let's link up. Nice. I'll wait. Usually it's 3 for that.
Who's next?
But yeah, I started using Hunting Phoenix, Energy Shackles, and Falling Snow in that order because it lets me sort of
Impressive.
like push them away from me and then use Falling Snow to get closer to them again. And that actually kind of works out pretty nicely. Doesn't really work out to go into the air, but, well, you don't really have to go into the air in this with this particular combo. Okay, nice.
We're finally done. I am pooped.
And lottery procced, and we got 16 more elemental ore out of it. Very nice. I'm just going to double check and see if anybody's actually done at this point. Because I was going to say, I think Luger's just about there, but since he's not there, that means that everybody else is probably not there yet either, huh? Rowan's definitely not there, and Leia is... So Leia will probably be done at about the same time as Luger is, just judging by the way that her amounts are, and he's got slightly less because he's using River, since I've got Waterfall on Jude, I want to say. Oh, chocolate parfait. Okay, well, if I need it, I'll come back for it, I guess. That's great. Ice cream out in the middle of an ice field. It's fantastic. Thanks for that. I just picked that up and put it away. Speaking of which, we got an ice pop, so let's use that and see what we get out of it. Okay, nice. Juke got a wind stick. I'm starting to think that maybe just Luger is the... Well, no, I think I've gotten loose sticks from other people, but Luger seems to be like... We've got 99 fine down. Holy shit. But yeah, Luger seems to get loose sticks pretty often. I don't know if that's just coincidence or what, but... Anyway, what's your deal, big guy? You sound a little different from your other ones. That's because my nostrils are blocked up by crystals. Okay, I missed him. He's not in the encounter link, unfortunately. Send that way. Nice.
Don't treat me like a kid.
Yes, ma'am. And, oh, there you are. Alright, let's see what your game is. Crystal Beak. Weak to fire and wind, resistant to everything else. Wait, I kind of wish I had Leia here, because that would help a little bit. He's also... Okay, he gives migrant plumes, so that's kind of nice. We'll find more migrant plumes around in some of the spots here as well, if I recall correctly. I think we've been getting a couple of them from battles. But I guess I'll be using energy shackles and probably linking with Alvin as well, because that's probably
Here we
the
go.
best here. Come along then. Oh wait. Okay, sure, that works.
Should have gone a little easier.
So start the fight with energy shackles, falling snow, and then I can immediately go into Blaze Bloom. Well, Arc Fire and Blaze Bloom if I get close to them. That's cool. Legacy is another one of Alvin's shot arts. Is that 2 crystal beaks in one spot? Holy crap. But it's a gun art, if I recall correctly, and it will give him... basically, he uses the gun that Gillen gave him in the previous game, and his own gun, and he shoots the shit out of enemies, so that's pretty cool. I'm going to turn it off, because I don't think I'm going to use it, but it's pretty cool, nonetheless. So, and as a matter of fact, Luger, let's swap you off to dual blades, since I know what I'm coming up against. We're going to have to make another payment in a second as well. Okay, well, it's a little annoying, but we'll make it work. It's not like I need to, you know, pay anything to anybody. Okay, we've got 6 migrant plumes currently. We need a total of, I think, 14. So we're getting closer. We'll definitely have them by the time we're done 1-starring everything, though, because there's plenty of enemies to kill for that, so. Alright. A 1 and a 2, and oh my god, hold the friggin' phone! It's another rare enemy right here. This is gonna be like a 4-link, I think, but we'll see what happens here. Alright, so this is the Gald Freak. So this is the enemy that I was mentioning. It was similar to Bakura's, where you'll very occasionally encounter him. He has about the same spawn rate as a Bakura here in the tundras. I think he's available in other places too. Like, I think he's available in Fezabel Marsh and a couple of other places, but he has no strengths or weaknesses. He's not particularly strong, but when you beat him, you get lots and lots of money. Something along the lines of, yeah, 22,000 gold for beating him. So if you can find him reliably, then go nuts, but I have a hard time finding him most of the time, so I usually just wait. And don't bother with it, you know. I'll just let you do that. I keep forgetting that's not on L1 plus R1. Okay, dude, let's get him. And that's 22,000 gold that we'll get right there, so that's cool. Thank you, Alvin. That's definitely not going to hit them. Stop calling your friends. I don't want you to call your friends.
We got this.
Alright, my turn. Ouch.
You okay?
Thank you, dude. I'll just dodge out of the way then. Since the Crusher's over now. Oh yeah, I've got Flash Guard.
Luger, let's show him. Hunting Phoenix. Energy shackle.
Okay, gotcha.
And that's a wrap.
Very good, very good. And yeah, like I said, you get that 20,000 gold from the guy, so that should help quite a bit to give you some extra spending money. Elemental Ore's not too bad either. We got some Migrant Plume. Well, a Migrant Plume. And our Minestrone's almost out, although I think that's all the enemies because we spread them out. And yeah,
Whoops, I'm on another line right now. Sorry, I can't talk.
Then stop calling me!
Minute, Lucre.
Yeah, we got everybody. Okay, that's cool. But yeah, sometimes you'll encounter the Gald Freak. He'll be helpful if you can, again, encounter him reliably. That's great. I have a hard time finding him, and I don't think the Tundras have any, like, caves or anything in them where you can respawn the enemies, so as far as I'm aware, doing that is not really gonna work out all that well. I'm just gonna discard this chocolate parfait, actually. I think we'll need it, but I'm still working on Minestrone, so it's gonna be a little bit before we need it. How are we doing on enemies in here, anyway? Okay, Frostbeaks are almost done. Crystal Beaks are definitely not done. Penguinists are almost done. I need to find more Ice Harpies, Snow Treants, and that's Kukar Ice Caverns, so... Alright. We will see what we can do about that. And there's another thing over here that I did not get. We're almost done with Xillia Tundra, actually, at this point, because there's only 2 screens, and then it immediately goes into one of the dead ends at Fezbel Marsh. So we're not in too bad of shape here. These areas aren't too long. It's mostly just the big guys, like these Crystal Beaks, that make things a little trickier. So, and you know, the fact that I'm also not using any, what you would call it. I'll wait. And off we go. Go ahead and get him, Jude.
My fists will open the heavens. Final fury.
So yeah, same as it was, just he has an actual line this time. So. I'll wait.
We can do this. Energy shackle. Yes.
So I have it on L1 plus R1 for the guns, but not on L1 plus R1 for the swords? Why'd I do that? That's weird. You'd think I wouldn't have done it that way, considering I did it I did it a certain way for one, but not the other. Ooh, we got an upgrade to nurse. What does that do for me? Linked art damage up. What even link arts to this? Oh, revitalize, pixie heal. That doesn't, guys, those don't do damage. What do you mean? I guess you could use it for like link charge or something. Yeah, I got it there. But I have it, okay, hold on. Let me fix this. I don't really need to use Blaze Bloom, but it is an art that hits multiple times and has a high chance of getting a critical hit because of that Allium Orb additional effect there. So, I like to use it myself just for that effect, honestly. I just realized that I've been off of my chat for like 20 minutes. So I apologize to anyone who has said anything, if anyone has said anything since I exited off of that. I wasn't aware that I was looking at my notes, and then all of a sudden it's like, oh yeah, you know, I should probably have that available to me so that it's not just sitting there. Elise, okay, so you're doing pretty well. Probably you've got the maximum amount of TP because you can taunt and have Tipo recharge you quite a bit, because she's got an ability I equipped off screen. I think we got it on screen though, where it increases the amount of TP she actually gets from taunting, and it creates a shockwave when enemies well, it creates a shockwave anyway, but if enemies are nearby, they get pushed away by the shockwave and damaged a little bit. So, speaking of taunting, I'm gonna taunt, because why the hell not? There you go. Also jump over you, so you, okay. Well, that wasn't exactly as graceful as I wanted it to be, but, you know, it works.
Easy.
Ease. You copying me?
Man, I feel good.
Yes. Speaking of arc fire as well, I've been using... Oh, okay, we got both of them done in that battle. Nice. I've been using arc fire with Luger for his combo, but I'm also going to use arc fire for Alvin's combo. And that's a little bit different because Alvin's arc fire is actually fire elemental, whereas Luger's is water elemental. So we'll get both versions as a result of me using them. There wasn't really a particular reason for it, it's just that a lot of Alvin's fire elemental arts are either really fast, like variable trigger, which will make it difficult for me to put it into a combo unless it's the last thing I do, or they knock enemies down or propel Alvin into the air where I'm not really keen on having him be. So I said, no, I'll just use regular old arc fire. That should work pretty good. I'll wait again. Nice.
Let's be sure to keep this up.
And that's the end of our Minestrone journey. I should probably also have taken Leia off of her thing when I took Luger. I didn't take Luger off of River, never mind. Whoops. We've been doing all that for no reason, but that also means we've been doing it for Leia for no reason, but that's okay. That's not a big deal. Jude, how close are you to being done with Waterfall? Not even remotely. I'd rather have Leia be done with Waterfall anyway. So that's fine. And then we'll stick you on Peak. Yeah, that should work out pretty good actually for you. Because that'll get it closer, so then maybe if we get another Glacier or something later on, we can use that with you. Elisa's getting up there. You're done with Bonfire now as well, so let's swap you off of that to... Do I swap you to Gale now? I mean, I guess I do. But what do I give Elise then? I guess I could give her... Didn't I get... Yeah, I got Fertile Soil, but I think I got Fertile Soil Plus. Yeah, I did. So I guess I could give her that for a little bit. Light, Fire, and Wind. Fire, Darkness, and Earth. I mean, I guess technically speaking, Torch Nebula would be the most effective for her, because it would work on her Earth for quite a while, along with slightly working on Light and Dark, but... Honestly, I'd probably just go with this for now. Let's just give her Fertile Soil Plus for a little while, until, probably until Leia's done with... No, because you're done with Waterfall, right? Yeah, you're done with Water. So I guess at that point, once Leia's done with Waterfall, I can give Elise back Gale. I can probably swap Jude off of something. I don't know. I'll figure it out. The point of the matter is that we need to switch them off because they're done with them. And you're just going to keep on working your way up with this one, so you just keep doing that, Muse. That should work out pretty nicely for you. But yeah, now Luger's done, and then Leia is just on the cusp of being done. So once she's all set, in about 6,000 allium orb, rather elemental ore, which I think is about how much she'll need. I guess we'll find out. But once she's done with water there, the main 4 party members that I'm going to be using will be all set. So that's good. And now I'm going to eat this chocolate parfait, even though I just threw one of them away, because I have no sense of self-control. Alright, there's more migrant plumes. That's good. This is the save point that Jude would have used back in the first game after he washed up here. And then we got 3 Hoppies. And I need plenty of Harpies in order to get this done, so let's just see if we can get all of them together. I don't even care. Do I need the preemptive strike? No, not really.
Who's next?
Oh, caught both of them with it. Very nice. And lifted you up as well. Stop that.
We got this.
Alright, who's left? You're left. More Twin Lands. that'll work.
Let's break them down. With my fists and your blades. Yes.
All right, cool. And now we're back mostly at full with our TP, so that's also a good thing. Making this all work. Got 2 enemies left on the Xillia Tundra, and then we'll just fight whatever's left after that. I'll come back and take care of the Crystal Beaks, because I think they're only on Xillia Tundra. At least that's the only place that I found them previously, at least to my remembrance anyway. I don't remember finding them other places, but oh my god, look at all these Frost Beaks. I'll just wait a second. Go do it again. And shoot some people. Hopefully this has a little AoE on it. I'm not sure, honestly. It's kind of hard to tell. I also don't know why I went ahead and fought all these Frost Beaks, because it's not like I still need them for my, what you call it, my bestiary. I guess I got a Treant out of it as well, but...
I should be helping, not hurting.
Well, you're in the wrong business for that, Jude. Sorry to say it, buddy, but you really missed the boat if that's what you want to do. Do I go fight that Crystal Beak before we go to Fezball Marsh? I might. Let's just check our enemy data real quick. Yeah, we didn't need any more of those. 10 of these. We're done with Penguinus. We need 3 Ice Harpies, 6 Snow Treants. So basically fight Harpies, fight Treants, and fight Crystal Beaks, and then that's it. And I think the Gald Freak is in there somewhere as well. I don't remember where you see him on the list. Didn't I just collect this? Okay. Whatever. Maybe it reset? I don't know. I mean, these enemies reset, it looks like. I'll go fight 2 Crystal Beaks. Because why not? I need them for the bestiary anyway, so I might as well do a little bit. Okay. That wasn't very smart. Thank you, Elise.
Leave the arts to me.
Hit press,
That's
huh?
my girl.
Gotcha. Oh yeah, I don't have Falling Thunder now anymore. I'm a-comin'! Nice 57. End of our chocolate parfait. Shattering Demon Fist! And Alvin's working his way up, because HP and TP Surge 2 usually means you're pretty high up in the ladder at this point. Guess we can look even. It's probably above 10,000. Okay, almost 10,000, so that's pretty good. He's doing pretty well for himself. Jude gets perfect guard, I guess. Down rush? What is down rush? Okay, so now I'm going to want to equip that when he gets that, because what that does is down burst increases your damage against enemies that are downed by 10%. So that would increase it to 20%. And I do, in fact, have a move for Jude to use at the end of his combo that I've invented for him that's probably, obviously not the best combo, but if it works for what my purposes are through this playthrough. Yeah, I invented a combo for him, and it ends with a move that we did not get to use in the first game called Blunt Fang. It's a Dark Elemental art where it works best if the enemy's on the ground. So it actually deals pretty massive damage if the enemy's on the ground. So, oh good, Philly Gnomes and Philly Sylphs and Philindines. Elemental Filifolia. I guess we could see if these ones are edible. I don't know if it's a good idea to be pulling all of them together like this, but I'm going to do it anyway because I have no sense of self-control.
Hope you don't mind. Behold my power!
This fight is ours.
Energy shock!
Who's next?
Nice!
Even swap over to Alvin a little bit, why not?
Not bad.
Okay, I was going to swap over and do arc fire because I can actually combo off of Alvin with a couple of my shooting arts, but, you know, this works. But yeah, the nice part about this section of Fezabel Marsh is that it's a very confined area.
Learning
so,
about
like,
items
you can
I didn't know
kind of
existed in
find a
Yandra
whole
Union
bunch of
as
different
misery
things
cheeky
here.
smiley face.
Ah, Marie, how you doing? Welcome back. Thank you for resubscribing. That's 26 months. Sorry, I was chatting my full mouth off about Fezabel Marsh when you came on in. So, learning about items didn't know existed in Yandra Union is misery. Oh, there's just items that
Looks
you
like
didn't
they're
know
here to shake
existed?
hands.
Wow. That's impressive. So they're like, is there like a database of the items or something online and it just didn't have them in it, or? Because that seems crazy. I mean, I know the game's probably pretty obscure, but like, I would think they'd have enough info on it, you know. But I don't know. What do I know? What do I know? You know, I should have flash guarded that. I do have flash guard on.
You
for
okay?
Oh well. Try that again. There we go.
Let's show 'em, Hunter.
Sweet.
All right, you should get things done.
I would say I probably won't need the Zeus Crusher fire anymore, but we still have one tundra left to explore, so I definitely will. Oh boy. Yeah, like I said, nice small area. The enemies don't really link up as well as I would have liked them to, but there's a lot of them in this tiny little section of the map that are all just kind of packed in, so you can encounter Link a good chunk of them and get them done pretty quickly. Which I will, though I'll probably do it off screen.
Not bad. And boom!
You okay?
I think we completely whiffed that.
Come and give
Maybe
me your
I
best
should
shot,
switch back.
is what Luger said, right?
Huh?
Since I mostly resort to the guns as a last resort. PSP version has 265 items. It's easy to not know about them, especially when 10 items are exclusive to the PSP version. Yeah, there's Flash Guard in this game, yep. When did this turn into a modern East game? So we've had Flash Guard for a little while. Actually, we had it in the first game as well, but I'm not very good at it, which is why I've decided to try to equip it and maybe try to get a little bit better at it. I don't know how well it's going to work out, but while I was off-screen grinding up arts, I got pretty good at Flash Guarding Rock Trine because I would fight the Alest plants on the Alest High Road with minimum damage on, and that would they cast a lot of Rock Trine, so it would work out pretty well. Anyway, you haven't really missed much. We went through the Xillia Tundra and got to this section, this dead-end section of Fezabel Marsh here. There's Filifolia, Elemental Filifolia here, and that's about it. I think there's other enemies, but they might only be on the Xillia Tundra side, honestly. Did the, he's not showing up in here. The Gald Freak. We found a guy named Gald Freak. There he is. Looks like a regular old Exodus member or something, but he gives us 22,000 gold for beating him. It's just that he's rare, like a Bakura, so it's kind of hard to spawn him reliably as well, but he was pretty simple to beat. And with that, I think we're done with the Xillia Tundra section, so let's head back to Triglyph. We'll rest up. I think since I've made a couple of payments, there should be a couple of bonuses, because I made a couple of payments off-screen as well. Well, I don't know if it's a couple, maybe one. All this stuff is bonus, though, because I don't really need any of it. Friendship Potion, some Catnip, minimum damage for Mila, and then Vitality 3 for Jude's not bad. Mila also gets Absolute Defense, apparently, so that's nice. Now that's going to be 2 out of our 4 main party members that will have access to Absolute Defense, so that can be nice. Actually, that's especially nice for Mila now that I think about it, because she has the Energy Armor abilities, which reduce her damage taken at the cost of a few TP. I'm just trying to remember if, and especially if you can get good at Flash Guarding, that would be great, because then you can use TP Restoration Guard, which is an ability that she can get through linking with Luger, to restore some of her TP, so that cost of 3 TP for the 30% damage reduction or 6 TP for 50% reduction, it's offset quite a bit by that. And I don't know if you get TP back still when you have energy armor on. I guess it'd be worth testing, to be honest, but I guess we'll figure that out later. Because for right now, we're not going to have Mila in the party. We're going to take the opposite party that was with Mila when she went through Xillia Tundra and the Nala Lava Tubes in the first game, minus Mila, because, as I said at the beginning of the stream, Muse has access to her Mystic Art. Mila does not at the moment, so we'll show off Rowan's and Muse's Mystic Arts, and also show off Rowan being Rowan, because I'll show you in a second why, but we'll see. Yeah, PSP Mobile Steam Switch version of Victory Union bumped the item count from 255 to 265 from the GBA version. Okay, I see. So probably that's not as well documented, so it's a little easier to, miss a couple of things. That makes sense. So Rowan, what have you got going on with Gale anyway? Oh, good. Upgrades to Soaring Symphony, because it's not like you don't like spamming that already enough. Okay, so the main thing that I wanted to show specifically for Rowan, I think Muse has this as well. I can check right here. So she's got Speed Cast. We know that part's pretty good. Chain Spell, yeah, she's got access to Chain Spell, and I believe Rowan also has access to it. Yep, right here. So Chain Spell reduces your casting time based on your combo count. So if you can start a power combo with somebody, then Rowan will cast faster and faster and faster the longer that combo goes. And what this effectively allows Rowan to do is, well, chain cast. He casts a whole bunch of spells in a row, and they do massive amounts of damage. And I'm planning on using that against the next couple of elite monsters that we're going to fight. I don't know if I'm going to use Rowan in one of the fights and Muse in the other. Probably use Rowan for both, because he's got access to the basic level elemental arts. But we have to get there first. So before we do anything about that, we'll go get to where I'm talking about on the Xillia Tundra in order to fight Blutor first, and then we can show off the raw power that Rowan has at his disposal. Because if you thought he was good in the first game, well, he was very good in the first game, but this game gives him a special tool that makes him absurd. Absolutely nuts. Completely bonkers. What have you? Pick your synonym. They will all work in that situation. So, speaking of Rowan, let's link up with him, because why the hell not? There you go.
Let's be sure to keep this up.
I didn't eat anything. What should I eat at this point? I don't want to eat anything too large, I don't think, because I don't want to overdo it for when we find Blutor. I guess I could eat my medium minestrone, since it's only 4 battles, and then maybe eat one of my tomato omelets after that. We'll be a little low on TP, but that's okay. Alright, so we got a Harpy and a Harpy. I need both. I ran into this one again. What the hell? I'm not paying attention, or at least not paying enough attention, evidently. Thank you, Leia. Down to single digits on the FPS here, but that's okay.
So cool. I want to shoot too.
I don't think that's a good idea. Okay, I need to turn that off, because what I want to do here is I want to avoid... Okay, we got the Ice Harpies done. That's good. I want to avoid anybody in the party casting any arts that are water elemental, because everything here basically resists that, so everything else is fair game. It's just the water elemental stuff that I don't want them to use. So Muse's expression is worrying. She's got some things going on still. Actually, so I want to swap a couple of these off, actually, for her when she's on as an AI. I primarily want her casting, and she can use Sharpened Roots. Sharpened Petals, that's the one. So what this lets her do is it kind of lets her swing around her hair to deflect enemies when they're attacking her. So it's nice to keep that on. It's one of the reasons why I keep Tipo Roar on for Elise, because she can use that while enemies are attacking her to make some distance. So those are usually nice to turn on for the AI, because then they can control themselves and, you know, make some space when the enemies are jumping down their throats, which is never a good thing. Excuse me. Alright, so what the hell do we need still? We need tree ants, I think, right? So I can't guarantee that we'll be fighting too many other things on this screen, but I'll go grab, you know, whatever items I can find while I'm at it. If we find the Gald Freak again, we'll definitely be fighting him, but I'm not holding out hope on that one. He's a little tough to find. You're definitely not going to find him on demand, that's for sure. Oh good, a spirit symbol. All the way out here in the tundra where it belongs, because it's been nerfed to hell in this game. Only 1% TP when they had 3% in the last game. Like, what do you expect me to do with that? But yeah, that's why I'm not using spirit symbols in this one, because they're not nearly as busted as they were in the first game. Oh good, the other cat. And now we have cats in both of the tundras. And we got them out of the snow, the poor babies. If they're not super cold anymore. Yeah, hey, a spirit symbol. What's it doing all the way out? Oh, yeah, right. It's been nerfed to hell and back. Eh. Do you have anything with energy shackles there, Rowan? Yes, you do. Okay, energy shackles links up with you in some meaningful way that I'll find out later. Well, Muse's working on Wind Tussle. That's good, because I'm actually going to use Wind Tussle in the combo that I couldn't believe how easy it was to create a combo for Muse. I was expecting it was going to be really difficult because... Oh, fruit salad. She just is kind of... She doesn't really have a lot of elemental, like, basic level arts to compensate for the fact that she has a little bit less cost to her advanced level ones, but it actually wasn't that hard to make a combo because she's got a few elemental physical arts that she can use, like Wind Tussle and Fire Whip, that just sort of balance the whole thing out for her, and so it was surprising, honestly. 3% was probably a beta test, and they saw they were broken, so the nerf was bound to happen. Yeah, it was too much. Like, it was definitely it centralized the accessory metagame in the first game around just using spirit symbols. Like, nothing else was even remotely as good. So, yeah, it was too much. It's just you get to this game and they're nerfed like that, and it's kind of hard to it's kind of hard to take, honestly. I'm just gonna go do it up because they're weak to this. And, okay, the harpies aren't. Oh, by the way, Rock Waltz is an interesting art. So you see how it's still on the field, and the screen is still staying dark as long as it's on the field there. That can be used for something a little bit later. We'll talk about it in a few minutes. Nice sunburst. This full take line? Delicate cross. Okay, that's fine. I'll go around.
This looks nice. Energy shackle.
I'll wait. I was gonna do the Mystic Art for Rowan there, but he'll have reason to use it in the fight against Blue Tar or Dark Teagle. So.
I feel more enlightened.
I think I got it.
Yeah, Muse's gonna get quite a few things here because she's working on Erupting Geyser now, so she's got just a whole bunch of different things, honestly, because of all the excess ore that she'll get. What the heck is Grace? Avoid staggering when attacked during spellcasting. Ugh. Why didn't Rowan get that? I feel like he should have that if he doesn't already have it. Charismatic stance, 4 seconds after performing a taunt. Maybe he gets it out of Gale, and that's why he hasn't gotten it yet. Oh well. Newest trial in 14 is a move that immediately made you say, "Was that sunburst? What the fuck?" I watch you too much. They just throw a sun at you? That's great. They must have taken a little inspiration here. Okay, so Soaring Symphony we want to turn off. I'll turn off Prelude and... No, I don't have to turn off Dagger Rhapsody, actually, because that's a long-range attack, so he can use that. That's fine. Prelude is nice here as well, but I don't think it's necessary specifically. I'll turn on Tightening Chains for you as well. We do want Rock Waltz, though, even though it's it's annoying in terms of the frame rate being dropped because of it, but it is useful for very specific things that we'll talk about in a minute when we find Blutar. Because it will be Rowan's time to shine when we find Blutar. I should link up with Muse so I can do her mystic art next battle. Actually, now that I think about that. What link arts do I have with her? Okay, all the way at the bottom, I think. Yeah. Freezing Eruption, Wings of Destruction, Swallow of Light. This is a weird list. Bubble Blast, Wave Smasher. Okay, Blaze Bloom. I can Blaze Bloom. That's fine. Magical Destruction, Deadeye Requiem, Sanctuary, Migrating Sparrows. Oh, Crushing Blow turns into Distortion Blade, and Arc Fire turns into Meteor Raid as well. Okay, so I'll just Arc Fire out of a combo, and then we can have her do her Mystic Art. That's cool. It's apparently called Flare, but you're calling it Sunburst. You can't stop me. No, as I would not, honestly. Like, if it looks that similar to Sunburst in this game, then yeah, no, call it Sunburst. It definitely makes sense. Okay, so we can very vaguely see Blutar off in the distance. Out that way. We'll go work on him in a moment. I was just looking for Snow Treants first before I did that. So I can get them done, you know.
Oh, finished already?
That's the end of that, I guess.
This is the result
Nice
of my
job,
hard work.
Muse.
Heck yeah!
Okay, level 4 Spirit Circulation. That's nice. I wonder what that does. And how are we doing anyway? Because I think those are the last ones we need, is the Snow Treants. Let me go see real quick. And the Crystal Beaks, obviously, but I think those are only Xillia Tundra, like I said back then. Oh, we only need one more. Okay, well, let's go do the one more, and then we'll go fight Blutar, I think. Or maybe we'll fight one more and then try to finish off the pudding cake? That's my world map, not my pudding cake. There we go. Maybe we'll try to finish off the pudding cake before we fight Blutar, so that way we can get a boost out of him in terms of our food. You know, this guy's already fighting me, so let's just go fight him. What did they say was her? Okay. I didn't get a chance to Crushing Blow. I should just equip
You're
the hammer
so
to make it
wonderful.
easier.
And you're so cute and innocent.
You can stop teasing me now. It doesn't work. Not very well, anyway. Why didn't you think she could do that pose while floating? Please stop. Yeah, she's full of surprises, this one. Alright, let's go wander around and collect more treasure before we go bother with Blutar there. See if I can collect up any of the stuff here to see if I can get some more migrant plumes. Because those will come in handy. I mean, if I don't get enough of them, I'm sure we'll be able to find more in other places, but, you know. Yeah, stop, Muse! It's not okay. You need help. You need assistance. You need to be rehabilitated after what you did to Jude in the last game. Oh, there is no therapy in the world of Tales of Xillia. And it shows. Alright, so I need to get back on the hammer so I can Crushing Blow and then immediately do her, that's not the hammer. Alright, before we get too far here... Oh, okay, yeah, we need to build this thing up. So, I guess we'll build the thing up. Guessing the Jet Black Feather guy left after he finished the quest line last game. Yeah, I didn't see him when we were in Sherrilton there, so I would assume he's gone at this point. I wouldn't know where he is if he's not there. So, rather, if he's not in that location, I wouldn't know where to look for him. So, yeah, as far as I'm aware, he's not around places anymore. Do we get to keep the? Okay, we did get to keep that. So. I was gonna say I'll just do this until I, you know, don't have to do it again. Do that, and it'll kill. But oh, okay, never mind. She doesn't get to do her mystic art.
Well
I guess.
done there. got you.
Thanks. Yeah, I said you could stop teasing, you know. It's only funny so many times, Muse. Alright, well, we'll save her Mystic Art for later because Blutor's right over there. So, since he's right over there, let's get out our secret weapon and let me make sure my arts are set up the way that I want them. Yep, that's about correct. The reason why is because we've got all these down here, so I'm gonna... don't think that I'm just gonna use Severed Fate and Dagger Rhapsody here. I'm gonna use other stuff, but... Well, I have them all on the right analog stick for a particular reason, as we'll see in a moment. I think what I want to do for the strategies, I mainly just want to have Muse set on... Well, I basically have her only casting Spirit Arts to begin with, so I'm gonna try this to start with. I'm also going to turn Luger's item use off so Leia can be the one to do it. So we'll start with this, and if it doesn't work out, that's fine. I'll just, you know, make some adjustments, but I think it'll work out. So. Is this just her character in this game? She get boiled down to a tease after her breakdown last game when Maxwell got eaten, and then she decided to team up with Gaius in her darkest hour. It's her outward appearance. There is more to her than this, and we'll get into it when her character episodes actually happen, but like at the moment that's what it appears to be for her. She's just a big fat tease, and she likes to do that with Luger a lot in dialogue with him, but there is more to it than just that. Did I eat anything? I didn't. Okay, time to eat, where is it? Fruit yakisoba, so that we can have some extra power for this fight, because we might actually need it. It's not that Blutor is difficult, it's that he takes almost no damage unless you start a power combo, and I can't guarantee that my AI partners are going to do that, so... Alright, here we go. So, Blutor. First thing we want to do is we want him to not be doing that, basically, but let's maybe do one of these and then start a combo. Start a combo. Okay. So, we're at power hit 6 now. We lost it. Now let's start it again. We want to start a power combo if possible, because it will increase the amount of... Basically, once you get the bar on, that's where you know things are going to go better. But yeah, you see how fast Rowan's casting the elemental arts, the more hits he gets? Okay, we've got a combo going. Now let's cast something else to get that going. And then cast Splash, and okay, the combo's over. Oh, hang on. Not over anymore. Get this going. Oh, okay, that's fine. I'm not really concerned about Rock Waltz. Although Rock Waltz being on the field is not an awful thing to... Okay. Not an awful thing to have, so... I definitely want to get Rowan the hell away from this guy, though. Maybe I should hit his target. Okay, I hidden targeted, so now he's on somebody else. Okay, got the combo going. Now let's try to keep it up, if we can. Okay, keep this up. Yeah, we dropped it. Okay. But yeah, he'll cast faster and faster the more you do the combo there, and that will actually help you out with keeping him locked down, as you'll see in a moment if we can get it going again. Okay, I guess I'm just going to be stuck in varied charge again. Dropped it again. Thank you for getting rid of that guy. That'll help. Which one's Shimmering Foe again? I think it's this one. No, that can't be this. Get it going there, Rowan, before we drop the combo again, so that's unfortunate. But just start it up again. Now we guard while we wait for Rock Waltz to do its thing. I'll stand here if I have to. Okay, well we got him, so. Now for the next one. I don't think that's actually going to... Oh, I did, in fact, manage to hit them with Dagger Rhapsody over there. That's cool. I didn't get to do the Mystic Art, though, because I was too busy trying to cast, so... That was doing 0, and you have food to give strength buffs. What? Yeah, so he completely resists water damage. So unless you're doing a power combo, like unless you hit him with
new tricks.
Splash during a power combo, he will take no damage from it. So he has 100% resistance, exactly 100. So like, it's not to the point where he'll absorb it, but it is to the point where it will do 0 damage to him. So that's how that works. We might be able to show off a full spell combo with Rowan a little bit easier with Dark Teagle, because I can have Muse casting Wind Lance and Arrivederci and all that stuff, and I think if I remember right, Dark Teagle's actually weak to wind, so she might be able to start a power combo a little easier, but we'll see. It gets freaking ridiculous, though, with Rowan later on, as you'll see in just a little bit.
Shooting is effective. Fireball. Wind lance. An ineffective strategy. Fireball.
Oh, this feels good. You're strong, Muse, but I'm scared.
Yeah, I'll say. That's a good way to put it, Al.
Time for a duet.
Yeah, that'll just get us a build up on the bar, honestly. It'll make it easier for me to make the over limit work for Dark Teagle. I believe turning on Chain Spell, by the way, actually turns off Rowan's art tuning, unfortunately. So I guess if you have anything equipped that has anything to do with art tuning, you might want to turn it off, but... I missed. Oh no, I didn't miss.
Here we go. How dare you?
Why are there so many harpies? What did I do to deserve this? Alright, go ahead.
Never back down.
I actually don't even know why I'm playing as Rowan still, to be honest. I probably should have been more careful with the Harpy there. I probably should have just run away because now my Fruit Yakisoba's gone. Although I suppose it doesn't matter too much because we could just go to Drellin and get another one for Dark Teagle here. So, it's not really a huge loss. Okay, well, we don't need that either. Alright, so here's what we'll do. So we'll open up this section of Fezabal Marsh right here. Then we'll go to Drellin and we'll grab a Fruit Yakisoba and probably another chocolate parfait because we might need it to get all the way over to him over there. There's a few enemies in the way, so we'll probably have to fight them along the way, but that's okay. An enemy actually has Freeze Lancer. You were thinking that Bandai Namco forgot that spell existed. No, they gave it to the Harpies, so I guess that's nice. And, you know, I suppose it can be useful. Oh, used a pineapple gel somewhere along the line. That's cool. I'll grab another one of those. Is there anything I want to sell here? I guess I could use an ice pop before I, worry about that part, but we'll do that in a second. Let's pop back up on all of our stuff here. I might use a fruit and cheese, actually. I feel like that might be a little bit more useful than the other stuff. And I'll buy back the minestrone, although we won't need the minestrone for much longer, so get rid of our fruit salad, because we won't need that anymore since we have the fruit yakisoba. And I think that's about it, honestly. So now we just go back to Fezabel Marsh, and then we, on a Xillia Tundra entrance. With the people that we have in the party, how much of my debt is even left? Well, we can look. Hang on. I'll pop up the Nova stuff in a second. One second.
No way! No way! No way! This can't be happening!
There we go. Sorry, I almost dropped my phone. It was stuck on my foot. 17,294,000 gold left to pay back. So we've paid over 2.5 million at this point, but we're not even remotely close to finishing it up, so. Oh, a whole bunch of the enemies left in between here and Dark Teagle. Alright, that's cool. Is it just him now? Because we traveled around? I don't think so. I guess if it is, that's fine. I'll just go back and save. But it looks like there's enemies behind him. That's fine. I'll just heal with items here, and then we can use our money to get more of it back later. Matter of fact, I'll just Miracle Gel the people that need it. I'll just Miracle Gel everybody. Because we won't need I mean, I can get those back from other places, but we don't really need them that badly. So, wait, it's 20 million total, not 2? Yeah, why is healthcare so expensive? Well, it's me accounting as well. It's not just me accounting for Luger. His was very expensive. From my impression, it was 15 million gold for his. And then L's operation was 5 million gold. So, I don't know what the hell they did to us to reconstitute us after a train crash, but yeah, I imagine that would cost quite a lot of money to fix. Okay, so I'm going to try to get to Dark Teagle without running into any of the other enemies, but we do have a little bit of a window because this is a 2-battle item, Fruit Yakisoba is. So I'll try to get to him without running into everybody else. And then again, we'll see if we can get the... I can turn on water arts again as well. We'll see if we can get the ability... not the ability, but the super fantastic, awesome Rowan combo going. Because, I mean, we got a little taste of it last time, but it can get way more ridiculous than what we saw there. Like, exceedingly more ridiculous than what we saw there. Alright, so, Dark Teagle. Weak to wind and darkness, so it's good to have Muse here because of the darkness. It's actually also not a bad idea to have her and Rowan linked up, because I think Muse has a support ability that reduces his spell casting time if you use it. But yeah, weak to wind, so we definitely want to start this fight with, well, probably a power charge to influence first. I'll let him call out first. I'm not really worried about that part. He's going to call for a whole bunch of different enemies, but we'll try to... Okay, well, he can throw me around. You know, maybe I hit him target. There we go.
Right with you.
Okay. So now he's not on me anymore. Okay. Let's see if we can kill these enemies that he's with as well. Maybe I'll have Muse just on Spirit Arts only as well. Nice damage though. So get rid of the enemies while we're at it. Alright, I'm gonna try to get Rock Waltz off. Okay, good. So what this will do is it'll darken the screen. Like I said, you want to darken the screen because if you keep the screen darkened, it actually reduces Rowan's spellcasting time a little bit, as long as the Rock Waltz is on the screen. So, alright, I need to, yeah, before he chains me to death with that stuff, I need a hidden target real quick. And maybe I will turn off Muse's water arts because it looks like he's summoning water enemies to go with him. So maybe I'll turn off all of her stuff that's not wind, honestly. Because we don't really need the other stuff. Well, Gravity Well she can keep because it does good stuff, so. Also, do I have Healing Etude on you? No, I don't. Okay. I guess I'll heal myself real quick, and then we can keep going. But yeah, the Fojin over there can be a little annoying, but we should be able to handle him pretty good with the rest of our helpers here. Alright, I'm gonna keep casting. Just hope for the best, honestly. If you move, by the way, while chain casting, you lose all of the super spell casting that you just did. You lose all of the speed. So you don't want to do that if possible. Matter of fact, I probably want to try to pull this up a little bit if I can, so I can get a power combo started here. Alright, taunt it up, Rowan, so he gets away from you. Or not. Or he could just chain me to death. Okay, I can't. I'm running directly into him. He's reading my inputs. Alright, there we go. That's a combo. We've got a power combo started now, so let's keep this up. Okay, never mind. Well, I got the Rock Waltz off, at least. And now he's petrified, so that should help a little bit.
Twice more again.
No, Splash actually combos into something. Dang, I'm dead. I'm not dead. Thank you. Not this time, big guy. so he gets away from me. Well, I'm keeping him busy at least.
Follow my lead.
We do a little of that. Get me the hell away from this Fojin, since he's going to make my life a living hell. And knock me directly into that. Now, if I stay on if I stay on the ground, he does not just leave me alone. The grab grabs me anyway. So please resurrect me. All right, now you're being really annoying. So see if I can get rid of you. There we go. But yeah, the Fojins are the main problem here, really, that you have to deal with. Oh, okay. I guess that's a new thing as well. I didn't know he could do that. Okay, we hit him in the head enough times. Good. Keep casting, Rowan. But yeah, you see how quickly we're casting there at this point? Like, after a while, it gets so ridiculous how fast he casts with Rock Waltz up and Chain Spell that you just go. Like, you just keep going. Now, obviously, in this case, it's not really helping me because of the, whatchamacallits, because of the Fojins, but we can handle the Fojins. As a matter of fact, I can handle the Fojins really well with Luger if I equip him with just a non-elemental hammer here, so. Flame ring. That's not flame ring.
I shall defend with my life.
Oh, that was a different Fojin. Okay. I will keep hitting you like this until you lose your thing. I love Iron Stance. It's so great. What am I linked with this thing? Oh, yeah. It's okay, Leia. I'm good. We got rid of this. Okay, we didn't get rid of all the Fojins. They just keep on coming. I was gonna say I'll get through that eventually. Man, how many more of these guys are there? Okay, that many more.
So cool. I want to shoot too.
Elle, we can think about that later. For now, we need to think about the fact that everybody else is dying. Well, we got quite a bit of everything out of that, because lottery procced. We killed about 24 Fojins over the course of the fight, and yeah, that works out nicely.
I feel more enlightened.
Yes, that's what I'm talking about.
But yeah, that's how Rowan rolls, basically, in this game. Once you get him Chain Spell, he can cast so frickin' quickly with Rock Waltz up, because as long as Rock Waltz hits the enemy once, it considers the combo to keep going until the screen brightens back up again. So he can continue to cast over and over and over again and make it so fast that he just casts stuff like Diffusional Drive basically instantly. It gets really, really nuts after a while.
I love getting stronger.
Also, Dimensional Spell. Yeah, at least Lottery procced. Where the hell are they? Oh my god, I'm about to get rocked. Hold on. That thing was juggling you with its bite/toss. That's terrifying. Yeah, you need to dodge that, and it's not very easy to dodge, unfortunately. It's probably better to just not even get in a situation where it can do that. Just, like, combo it with Wind or Dark Elemental stuff until, you know, it's no longer a problem. Jesus Christ, those circles are rotating so fast! Where are they coming from? At least Lottery procced. Speed reminded you of opening a PS1 while it was spinning a disc. That's how fast he was casting. You know, that's actually not too far from the truth, honestly. He does, in fact, cast very quickly when Chain Spell is proccing. And yeah, that's a pretty apt way of putting it, honestly. Didn't even think about that. Excuse me. We're already at over half of our next payment. That's absurd. Alright, so you're still working on this. Continued channeling. Okay, we had that in the first game. You're still working on that, but you only need about 3,000. You need quite a bit with this, but that's fine. Jude can keep working on that. Alvin is over 11,000, almost 12,000 on that. You're still working on this, but that's fine. You're working your way up, and then we'll get you something better at some point here. If I could give you Yin and Yang, I would. I guess I could give her like Aurora or Cavern, honestly. I feel like that would probably work a little bit better because she'd get more benefits out of it, even though it's only the one element, she'd get larger gains out of it, you know. So Luger's going to be in debt the rest of his life, trying to be mean, but you feel like death is preferable to crippling lifelong debt. Yeah, he's got a lot of medical debt, and it is not going away anytime soon for him, unfortunately. It's tricky, and it's even worse in this particular case because it's like it's always hanging over your head, and well, you might have to go buy upgrades, but you kind of can't because your upgrades are, you know,
This looks nice.
reticent on your ability to pay your debt back. So, all right. So what do you do, big guy? What do you eat to? Nothing. All right, cool. So I'll start a combo then. Why does this thing remind me of No-ish?
Thanks again.
Like, it doesn't even look like No-ish, so why does it remind me of No-ish? By the way, if you hear, if you see Muse showing, hang on.
Well, it's like this. Whoa!
It just keeps going. She's gone. Muse has abducted her. I probably shouldn't be laughing about this. It's not funny. She just abducted Elle. Where are they going? Into the sky. What was I gonna say? I don't even remember. That's how disruptive that was. Thanks, Muse. Can see No-ish if you squint really hard. Yeah, and I don't know. I think it's like you would think with the horn and everything, it wouldn't remind me of No-ish, but for some reason it does. I don't know. I think Beasley would pay it off if you asked nicely. Maybe. Maybe I'll get a chance to ask him at one of these points. Spirited Pair and Femme Fatale. Oh, fun. Right, well, anyway, now that Dark Teagle's out of the picture, okay, it looks like you're the only one here, big guy. So we'll fight you as well, since we still need Phil Freeze and Phil and Dean, so. Doing something! Yeah.
Thanks again.
Where the hell are you going? Oh, okay.
Let's be sure to keep this up.
Well, we're almost to the point where we're going to level up again, although I don't think it's going to happen before we move on with the story. We'll probably be fighting as many of the enemies as we can during the story, even though we fought a whole bunch of them out on the world map here, because it will help us gain those last, well, just about 8 levels to get us to level 60 by the end game. So, it's gone pretty quickly for us so far, but it'll slow down now that we've, you know, fought as many enemies as we have, and we don't... Basically, after this, we're not going to have nearly as many situations where we're going to be fighting around, because... Next chapter will unlock the areas around Fenmont, and then after chapter 12, Fort Gondala will open up, but that doesn't have any enemies in it. So, like, after this next chapter, after chapter 10, once we've unlocked the area around Fenmont and we explore the rest of Fezabel Marsh, Arklin Quag, Varnauer High Road, and Fenmont itself, there are no other field areas for us to go to fight enemies in. So our entire experience draw after that point will be just what we can get out of the enemies that are in the chapters and in the character episodes. So it'll work out. We'll make it work out, but it's just, you know, we'll have to be a little, you know, Torbo on High Road entrance actually, because I can turn in Blue Tar in these 2 cat quests. Does this game have ultimate weapons for Luger? Yes, it does. The Devil Arms are back in this game, although you can't fully upgrade them until the post-game, unfortunately. But there are Devil Arms for Luger, as well as Gaius and Muse in this one. So those are probably considered the ultimate weapons. Although there are some equivalents, if I remember correctly. I think they're called allied weapons. I forget, but I think you get them through doing the Colosseum. So, the EX version specifically, if I remember correctly. And the Devil's Arms have specific effects on them, and then the Allied Arms have different effects on them. So it's basically pick the one that has the effect that you want, and that's your ultimate weapon, quote unquote. There are some unique weapons that you can get before the post-game, though, for Luger and for everybody else, mostly for Luger, that are dependent on certain context things that we've done throughout the game so far, and we will continue to do as we move forward. I'm going to have to make another payment in about 3 seconds because of what I just did, but that's okay. And we are not quite at Bronze Seal level at the moment, unfortunately, but we'll get there probably in the next, after this next chapter. I'm not really worried about Bronze Medal, like whatever, you know. Excuse me, but, and I actually need to hold on to those rainbow lenses for endgame equipment, so I don't really want to use those just yet if I can, but we'll be able to do Hassle at the Tatalian Abyss probably starting next chapter once we deal with more of the elite enemies, because there will be a couple more elite monsters that spawn along with Sienna Bronc and Exoplasma in the next chapter. And once we've defeated those, that should get our title up quite quickly, so it'll make things a little bit easier for us to get done with stuff like Hassle at the Tatalian Abyss and all that. I think all of the Hassle at the Tatalian Abyss ones are Bronze Seal, but I could be wrong about that. If they're any higher than that, I'm not going to grind them out, but I think you have to do, there's a total of 8 Hassles at the Tatalian Abyss. And I think you have to do all 8 to fight the super boss that I said was in the first game, but is also in this one, so we can just fight it in this one. So hopefully it's not going to make me get to like something ridiculous, like Gold Seal or something, because I would not fight the super boss then. But anyway, Melva's back.
Whoops, I'm on another line right now. Sorry, I can't talk.
Then stop
Sorry,
calling
Luger.
me.
Get over Christ.
At this point, she's only calling me to try to entice me to go to Drellin so I can help her. Which I will be going to Drellin as a part of the character episodes, but it won't be to help her. It'll be for the character episodes instead. Alright, so we've got a small minestrone. I think we need that, if I remember correctly, for one of the character episodes, because I think there's... One of the things that I think only one of the character episodes does is it introduces a couple of side jobs that you can do on the board for one of your party members as a part of their development. So I think that's one of the ones we have access to this time, but I could be wrong. We'll see. Anyway, we're going to rest up over here real quick before we take care of the character episodes. So we'll do the ones here in Triglyph, and the one here in Triglyph, I should say. Then we'll go do the other ones, and once we're done with all 4 of them, then we will finally go to Drellin, and we will talk to Nova and move on to Chapter 10. Finally, it's about time. So probably in between streams, if we're going to move on to Chapter 10, I won't get a chance to go fight the crystal beaks that we need over on the, whatchamacallit, over on the Tulia Tundra. But I can always do those later, and also the ones from Fezabel Marsh. Although, the ones from Fezabel Marsh we might be able to gain access to later, because we didn't even fight all the monsters that are available there. I think there's also armored boars, if I remember correctly. So, yeah, I can always wait to do those until we unlock the other side of Fezabel Marsh. But these crystal beaks, they might have to wait a little bit, which is fine. I'm not really too unenthusiastic about that. It should work out. Okay, but anyway, yeah, we're done with all of the side content I wanted to do. That was the second of 2 major stopping points. There is one more minor stopping point, which is after the next main chapter, but only to do just the stuff that unlocked after that. So once you've done that, once you've explored the Fenmont region, the only things you're really going to stop for in between chapters at that point are character episodes and elite monsters. Beyond those, it's like the only other side content you'll really be doing is the odd jobs that are on the board, like the red posts and the white posts. So not really a whole lot else to do in between. So this was the second main drag in terms of all of the stuff we needed to do, but well, we're done with it now. So okay, so our first character episode's up here. I don't remember who's where here. Okay, this one looks like Gaius, so that's cool. I guess we can start Gaius' story now. We'll just have to see if Muse starts now, or if If I remember correctly, Muses actually doesn't start now, even though you should at
Name's
this point have
Erskine.
access to both
I
of
have an
them.
appointment with the manager. Mind fetching him for me?
And that's
Sure
really
thing.
bizarre,
Just a minute.
because there's a point later where you have to do 2 of
What are you
Muses
doing
episodes
here?
consecutively
With
before the
Muse,
next
no
chapter.
less.
So, oh, Muses here? Okay, I
Wow,
didn't.
this is a surprise.
Hello. I didn't realize you were
shopping
following
too?
along. She's window shopping.
Curse that old bastard Herschel. Come on already. We gotta get out of here.
They seem to be running away from someone.
I wonder who.
Just a little eavesdropping to keep me amused. I do have exceptional hearing.
I'm sure.
Too bad. I
Elle,
heard
that's
that.
not very
You
nice.
said Muse's amazing. Yeah, sure.
Those men.
Yeah, any concerns there, guys?
I'm supposed to be incognito. I want to avoid any unnecessary trouble.
So you
That's
think
all.
there'll be unnecessary
Ooh,
trouble?
looks like things are about to get interesting.
I just
boy.
told you, I don't know.
But you know we can arrest you for refusing to cooperate, right?
Are you serious? Give me a break here. Heads up, Tanner. We got the fuzz at 10 o'clock. Act casual. No need to panic.
Well, yeah,
Now
because
about that
why would
gang
you?
of
They're not
punks
arresting you.
saw. Tell me where.
Oh, maybe they are
How many
arresting you.
times do I have to tell you? I don't know.
It may be prudent for us to withdraw. I will meet with the proprietor on another more convenient day.
So I'm gonna guess the proprietor's the guy in orange, or the guy in the 10-gallon hat. Oh, hello. Can I help
Bingo.
you, sir?
All right, round them up. Our reputation is on the line here.
Kyle, run for it.
How unfortunate.
Why are we on the
Why are
lam
they
now?
following us? They're gaining on us.
We're just running in the same direction. Deal with it.
Yeah, I guess that's fair.
Don't let them see your face.
Oh, okay, thanks,
Head for the
Gaius.
inn at the port. They won't find us there.
They won't? After you just said it within
Am I
earshot
seeing
of them?
things? Or was that woman floating? And the guy with the black hair, he seems so familiar.
Why would he be in a gang of punks? He's an adult. Well, anyway, we gotta head to the port now. So let's head to the port with this random person that we've taken along with us. Yeah, Muse and Gaius are locked into your party for this part, so yeah, I guess I can keep rowing. That's fine. Muse can act as the healer in this case, so since she's got Sweetheart and Sweet Light, which actually I didn't mention Muse's healing abilities. So the way that it works is it doesn't really tell you here on the info, but Sweetheart not only restores HP to herself and her allies, it also gives you magical damage up and I believe magical defense up. So that's pretty nice. It can actually help with spellcasters. And again, Muse works very well as a support for spellcasting parties because of Sweetheart and then her other abilities, her other skills, which let her help spellcasters be more useful. And then Sweet Light is, I think this one, yeah, it also restores her HP and her allies' HP. However, if you're crazy enough to grind it up to 400 uses, it also cures status ailments when it hits the party members that it's going to hit. I'm not crazy enough to do that, mostly because Sweet Light is slow. Like, by comparison to Dispel, Dispel hits almost immediately and dispels all status ailments. It doesn't restore HP, but it's almost immediate. By comparison, Sweet Light might have to float all the way across the battlefield in order to do the same thing. So I'm not really a big fan of it, but if you wanted to get it up to 400 uses, you could, and that's its use. I'm mostly a fan of Sweetheart because it's a little bit more useful in terms of spell casting ability. Excuse me. Yes, our stealth has already failed. That was fast. Gaius definitely did not spec into stealth. That is for sure. He's definitely not specking into any of the stealth skill trees whatsoever. All right, anyway. Let's go check in on this gang of punks that we have ingratiated ourselves to by saving their man.
Kyle, you got away. Of course. Gotta give some credit to these guys, though. Why'd you bring him here? Come on, because they saved me. You know, I still haven't gotten your names.
Well, actually, Yuri Lowenthal.
Muse. And yes, I float. I'm quite sensitive about it, so please try not to stare.
I'm sure that's exactly what they're staring at.
Okay, I'll keep that in mind.
Thank you.
I'm Erston. This is Luger.
Erston and Luger, huh? Nice.
Nice to
I'm
meet you.
Kyle. That's Tanner. He's a good friend, but he's also kind of the boss. Great to meet you.
Likewise. The boss is not very sociable. However, the rest of them are, according to this.
So you're all in some sort of club or something?
No, we're just students. Not that we go to class that much.
So you skip school, and that's your group
We
definition?
mostly just hang out.
Uh-huh.
You're delinquents?
That's a good word for it, Elle. I'm glad that we're teaching you those SAT words early.
That's not very nice. Where'd a little girl pick up a word like that anyway? So are you guys free? It'd be awesome if you could teach me some of your sweet moves.
You want me to teach you how to fight so you can skip school better?
You kicked some serious butt back there. Where'd
Why
you learn
would
to
you-
fight like that?
Well, by necessity. You shouldn't learn how to do that for fun, man. We learned by necessity because otherwise we would have died. Meet me in the park. I wonder what that guy's up to. I want to live like common people. That's the name of the skit.
It must be nice to be able to do whatever you want.
Whatever I want?
Yes. I had no idea human kings enjoyed so much freedom.
I mean, it would kind of be hard for you to enjoy the same amount of freedom, considering your condition as a
Are
spirit,
you under
wouldn't
the
it?
impression that I've left Riza Maxia on some sort of sightseeing holiday?
I mean,
Wait, you didn't?
I'm afraid to even ask this, but Luger, were you under the same assumption as Muse?
yeah, damn, saw through them instantly, absolutely. I knew exactly what it was. I figured you were in the midst of some sort of secret I mean, he's taken on a code name and everything, so of course he's on a secret mission.
It's nothing so dramatic as that, but you're on the right track.
So there's actually a greater purpose to your idle meandering?
There is.
I don't like that you're calling it idle or meandering,
I wish
but...
to see the conditions of Olympias firsthand, to understand what I cannot see from my throne. That is the purpose of my trip.
Oh,
wow,
that's fair.
how's that going?
Excellent. I have witnessed the customs and experienced the humanity of commoners in street markets and festivals. I have interviewed patrons at public baths and taverns until I knew every detail of their lives.
And they didn't call you a creeper and throw you out for this.
And along the way, I toppled no less than 4 criminal syndicates that had been exploiting the nation's poor.
Of course you did.
That sure sounds like the majority of your time was playing around.
I mean, he likes throwing demon fangs. What can you know...
Pardon me?
Maybe, yeah, I was
Oh.
gonna say...
I was just wondering whether it made sense to spend time playing with Olympian children when you're so... busy.
Children of that age are the ones most deeply influenced by changing times.
Well, that's
I would
actually
like to
fair,
see
yeah.
the Olympias of the present through their eyes.
And to catch a glimpse of friendship as well?
Perhaps.
There's some
Always a
complexity there,
poker
I guess.
face. But I can tell you've learned to have fun.
So I guess that's a good thing. Why would you eat a steak if it's tough? I mean, I guess because you can't get a different kind of steak, but, you know. Alright, we're gonna go to the park to meet with this Tanner gentleman who didn't seem very happy with us, judging by his expression. Yeah, 4 criminal syndicates, huh? And he didn't topple Exodus while he was at it, despite how much bullshit they gave us in the last game? Gaius, are you okay? Like, maybe you should have focused on them, because they're, like, you know, the big one.
Something on your mind?
Yeah, I want you people to beat it. You're not welcome here.
Well, that's not very
Is that
nice.
so? To be honest, this is proving to be quite a fascinating experience for me. If you don't mind, I'd rather stick around and continue learning about your rough and tumble culture.
I'm gonna be blunt. We don't trust your kind.
And by your kind, you mean What, Rizamaxians? I mean, your cronies seem to trust us.
Yeah, Kyle's a moron. But I'm not. I know exactly who you are.
Okay. And?
Dear me, whatever shall we do?
Why are we assuming he actually knows? Why don't you make him say
The
it?
jig is up. You're Rizamaxians. You can't pull nothing over me.
Well, no fucking shit, Sherlock. She floats. I'm pretty sure Olympians can't float.
So that's the reason for this?
Because you're
I
racist?
hate your kind. I want you out of Olympius.
Because you're racist. Got
You
it.
acted all sneaky to meet us out here just to tell us that yourself?
I guess he thinks he has the balls.
I'm a little disappointed, quite frankly.
Make no mistake. I'm hardly the only Rizamaxian hater around here.
Yes, I know, it's a product of your culture, but that doesn't mean you have to lean into it. Why? These random civilians have guns. What are you gonna do with those? You're not even holding them right. You'll shoot your eye out.
Stay back. His fight is with me.
And I'm sure that fight is going
I
to
despise more than Rizamaxians. It's the traitors who protect them.
end very
You
poorly.
make me sick.
Oh, they actually are gonna make me fight these people. Okay, hang on, Gaius. I gotta swap over to you so you can demon fang the shit out of people.
Hey,
Yes, I'll be sure not to kill them.
no concussion.
Yeah, let's use the blunt side of the sword. It's a good thing I'm using a wooden sword. Hold on, I was gonna pale ghost, but yeah, that works. We are beating up civilians as part of Gaius's whatchamacallit. As a part of Gaius's story. That's great. That's why I don't remember there being a boss fight here, because it's not really a boss fight. They're just a bunch of civilians. And they're also dying in like 3 fucking hits, so. Is that it? Oh, Sunburst had to unload everybody. Okay, that's fine. How many people are we going to kill here exactly?
Truly a great spirit.
I'm not even going to bother with the over limit. Oh, you know, actually I could with Muse here. Since we didn't get to show it before, so maybe I will Mystic Art. Because it's AoE. So I'll just send them all in a black hole. They can meet Gilgamesh on the other side.
Finish them.
Poor adversaries.
Man, they just keep coming, huh? You'd think they would stop after watching somebody get sucked into a black hole. Oh, she was guarding.
Please provide support.
I guess I'll go fight this lady. Or Muse can do it.
Keep the tempo.
How rhythmic.
I'm not used to killing them in so few hits. Seems silly.
How rhythmic.
Like we're fighting enemies on a less high road or something. Oh, that was Tanner. Okay. How much HP do you have? 19,800. Okay.
I haven't
Well,
lost
come on.
yet. Damn it.
They were not worthy.
But whoever is.
It's fair. It's kind of hard to be worthy of Gaius.
I think I got it.
He's pretty good.
I feel more enlightened.
Are you people idiots? That was a black hole, yeah. Now, it's not polite to call them it. No, I guess it's not. Yeah, racist, murder them. They're kind of not smart. Why are there more? Yeah, I don't understand why they kept coming after a black hole. Like, you'd think they would have seen the black hole and everyone would have run for the authorities or something. But,
What are you people? You're monsters.
no, they're
Don't
Rizamaxians.
say things like that. I'm a sensitive girl, you know.
Give it up.
Damn it.
Stop leaning into the
I didn't
racist tendencies
realize
of
so
your
many
culture.
People hated Rizamaxia. Is it because
It's not really going to help them. Yeah, probably, L. That's probably an astute way of putting it, but it's really not going to help them, considering in order for both of the countries to survive in the future, they're going to have to trade with one another, and cooperation is key.
Seems we've a long way to go.
Yeah, I guess so.
Olympius and Riza Maxia?
Yes.
I mean, you got a lottery proc, so you kind of robbed them blind. Yeah, I guess that's fair, too. I at least got all their money out of the transaction.
Not everyone supported my plan to see Olympias with my own eyes and meet the people on its streets. But I'm convinced more than ever that it was the right choice. And gaining you as an ally is a large part of that. This is but a token of my esteem. I want you to have it.
Thanks, Gaius. I wasn't ignoring you. I was just stretching while I had an opportunity. What'd we get? Body booster for Luger. So that is either strength or vitality 3. I forget which. Vitality 3. Thanks, Gaius. And I think Jude got vitality 3 as well, didn't he? Yeah, okay. Cool. Well, that's one character episode down. 3 more to go. I'll go heal up before we do the next one, because I don't think there's really too much to the next one. I might go to Drellin and do... I think Alvin's episode is the one that's in Drellin, because I do need to buy a few supplies while I'm there. And I think that one takes you out of Drellin as well. So if that's the case, it won't matter that, you know, we don't save it till last, because it's like, well, I'm not going to be in Drellin anyway, so Nova can just kind of, you know... He thinks it was the right choice after that. Gaius, are you okay? You just murdered people. You just committed an international incident. If you weren't incognito, people would be very upset by this. Gaius, are you okay? Yeah, that was poor timing, because that was his affinity boosting up to level 3 at the same time as the end of episode 1. So... those were 2 separate events that were unfortunately linked together in that particular instance. That didn't work out too well. I should probably eat that ice pop, although I'm not going to get to now because I just healed myself, so... oh well. I need a small fruit and cheese, and I think that's about it. Everything else here... I don't think I need a turtle crust, because I just got that from a chest, so I don't think I'll need that. We do need the 2 stun talismans, though. Those are very important. We'll need those for something, but I can sell these. We don't actually need those. I do need the wisdom ring, though. If I recall correctly, I'm going to need that for a thing later. Maybe I won't sell. No, I just got a night crest, I'm pretty sure, from a chest. No, I won't sell these, just in case I need them for something. So... I don't remember what I'm selling here. Oh, okay, it was just the pudding cake. So I won't sell anything just in case I need them for later. Because I might need them for making certain items in the future. And if I don't have the ability to make those items, it might make our job a little bit more difficult, but that's fine. Alright, next up is, I believe, like I said, Alvin's next character episode, and I don't think there's any fighting in this one, so that's fine. We will just slide right away from Nova here. She gets the thumbnail today because we're actually moving on with the story, but that doesn't mean we're moving on right now. Oh, good. The price of betrayal. That's always a good way to start.
Who cares? It doesn't matter.
Yes, it does! You just don't get it.
What are you two arguing about? Let's not fight this out, huh?
We never fight.
Sure we do.
We just have
Over
debates.
The important stuff.
Oh, like which market stalls to eat at?
Exactly. I can't stop at all of them. I have to keep my calorie count low.
Don't you need more calories inherently because you have to eagle rage everything?
No, you don't have to stop at any of them.
Impossible.
Is that what this was about?
You sure love food. Sorry.
Is this what
better
I
get this.
stumbled into? I was figuring it was something more important.
Building.
Something up?
Jurgen's about to mix it up with the Skylark Exchange.
Huh? Jurgen's doing what?
He's crashing some Skylark product announcement they're holding at the Spirius Building.
What the hell?
Why would he do that?
Is Jurgen okay?
Apparently, he's decided to pick a fight with one of the most powerful corporations in Olympias.
Second only to the Spirius Corporation itself.
That doesn't sound like a good idea.
No.
If it was, they wouldn't be calling me.
Yeah.
Thanks, Balin. I'm on my way. I better go check this out. Don't suppose you'd be willing to tag along?
Sure,
Thanks.
sounds like fun.
Can I go too and write a story about it?
You'd come even if I said no.
I mean, that's fair.
Let's hurry to the Spirius Building.
I was gonna say, they didn't even give me a chance to get any affinity there. Isn't she
Jurgen,
burning tons of calories
please tell
fighting?
me you
Yes.
haven't done anything stupid.
Yes, she is definitely burning tons of calories fighting. Yeah. So she actually needs to stop at more of the stalls because of the fact that she's burning more calories fighting. We'll go with this party because this was the party that we used for a little while before Gaius and Muse showed up. So, but yeah, as far as I know, I don't think there's any fighting to be done in this particular part. So, but we can go straight to the Spurious Corporation, so that's cool. We don't even have to go through Triglyph. So let's go see what the hell is going on with Jurgen here. I don't understand why he'd be picking a fight, but I guess we'll
Excuse
see,
me.
won't we?
I heard Skylark Exchange was holding a press conference here.
I'm sorry, sir, but it's been canceled. They had some troubles with an attendee.
Yeah, that attendee may or may not be my business partner. I need to get him to stop being a dickhead,
Troubles?
so how do I do
I
that?
don't suppose this attendee was wearing Kitaro clan clothes?
Would she know what those are?
Pardon me, sir, but who are you exactly?
Well, I'm his business partner, unfortunately. Push your way in, attempt to reason with them. Now, we've had luck with push your way in before because it helped Leia's affinity, so is it worth saying push your way in again for more Leia affinity? Would Alvin agree with attempt to reason with them? I mean, I feel like he would. He's a smooth talker. I'm gonna try it. He will not agree with that. Okay.
He's an agent of the Spurious Corporation. That makes him a colleague, right? No reason not to let him through.
Please wait just a moment, sir. Hey, I need to call upstairs for clearance. You're gonna get me fired.
No, I'll put in a good word
Hurry.
for you.
Miss Vera will vouch for us.
Yep,
Hello?
I'm sure she
Is
will.
anyone there?
There you go.
You sure got a pair on you, Luger.
And
It's not just a pair, it's also a matter of creating a distraction. Okay, so, I don't remember what floor he'd be on, so I guess we'll just go floor to floor. I guess I could just look at the map and see where... Yeah, okay. See where the next section is. But here it is, it's right here. I picked the correct floor.
Jurgen!
Alvin, what are you doing here?
Well, the part of us being business partners means that we shouldn't be making any decisions by ourselves
You're just in time to talk some sense into your friend.
before we have him
I've been
kicked out.
trying to explain to him that no one has any designs on his business plan.
That was smooth. He made that call and dropped that phone faster than you could catch
So
it.
the
Yeah,
fact
he,
that you're
he was
using
very
my
quick. That
ideas,
sleight
my
of hand came in
contractors,
handy.
my shipping methods, that's all just a coincidence?
Precisely. What's that saying you have in your homeland? If you eliminate the impossible, whatever remains, however improbable, must be the truth.
Yeah, but that specifically has to do with facts, not coincidences.
A coincidence, huh? Sounds more like business as usual for the Skylark Exchange.
What are you suggesting?
Oh, I don't know. Maybe that you strung Jurgen along so you could learn the ins and outs of the Rize Maxian market, and then tried to beat him to the punch with his own big idea.
Yeah, that sounds about
A
right.
new business opportunity comes along, and you decide that you saw it first and we stole your idea?
You know, from a legal standpoint, he has a point, Alvin. You guys probably should have patented your shipping method first.
Are those sorts of weak excuses business as usual in Rize Maxia?
Because, I mean, you know, Jurgen wouldn't know any better than that, but you're from Olympias. You know how shit works around here, and it is not friendly to the consumer, so... Or the business, the person starting the business, so...
I was under the impression we were trying to unify the two realms through commerce.
Yeah, through commerce, not through monopoly, jackass.
Mr. Alfred Vince Fent, will you help us achieve that goal?
What?
You've got to be kidding me.
Think about it. If we assist the fledgling markets of Rize Maxia to stretch their wings and take flight, it will only bring your goal closer to fruition.
No, it won't, because trickle-down economics don't work. What the fuck are you smoking that you think that's gonna happen? The only thing that's gonna happen is your exchange is gonna get richer. Like, what the fuck?
The profits from our venture will trickle down into
He
the
even said
economy.
it!
Everyone in Olympias will win as well.
You are wrong! That is not how this shit works. It has never worked like that in reality, and the fact that you're peddling that only makes you worse at it.
Even if your little theory holds water, the Rize Maxians would never stand for it. Your cutthroat business style won't fly over there.
Yeah, they're a little more homey than the people of Olympias. I mean, the guy who came up with that idea said it doesn't work, so yeah, apparently this guy didn't hear that part.
So you're just gonna turn your back on Olympias? Watch it wither on the vine?
No, but I'm not going to deal with you guys being so hyper-competitive that you lose all your business partners as well, so that then both the countries end up more divided than they were when a literal wall of magic prevented anyone from entering and exiting.
Let's say I was interested. Is there room in your team for Jurgen?
Oh? If you want to join them, leave me out of it.
Jurgen, you're not helping.
And if that's the way it's got to be for you and for Riza Maxia, so be it.
Jurgen, you're letting the things he said about you affect the things that Alvin is saying to try to save your ass. Stop. You should try to calm down. This is business. He's trying to smooth his way out of it.
Calm.
You don't sound like it. You're seething underneath. I can tell.
Think long and hard about this, Alfred. Who would you rather do business with? A partner who freely shows his hand to a competitor? Or experienced businessmen with powerful connections in Olympias?
The ones that won't let anybody except for them have anything, you mean? It was kind of stupid of Jurgen to say what he said.
Where'd he go?
Do what he did, though, isn't it? Where would Jurgen have gone at this point? Well, I guess we can go outside and find out. If we even need to go outside. We don't. He's only in the lobby. I have chased him down very quickly, you see, because he can't walk very fast.
About what you said back there. How much of it did you mean?
All of it.
Why exactly?
Sorry to get you mixed up in this.
I don't know what kind of dealings you had with them, but this sort of thing happens all the time here. Especially after Spurious' sudden growth.
Yeah, all the other competitors are freaking the fuck out about Spurious now, so they all have to be like, no, now we have to become the natural monopoly that basically has control of the government in order to survive.
Yeah, these kinds of stories aren't even front-page news in the paper anymore.
They're not sensationalized.
Businesses have to play dirty just to stay in the black. Yep, just another day in the cutthroat world of Olympias.
Enough! We have different values, I get it. And I'm sorry for leading you on with this, but it's just not going to happen.
What's not going to happen?
Riza Maxians and Olympians doing business together.
That's not a good attitude to have, Jurgen, because if that's the case, then you've already lost.
So
well,
that's how you really feel, huh?
I wonder if Vera will vouch for that too.
I'm not looking for an apology. Whatever. Fine.
Man, it felt like these two actually like smoothed things out after episode 2, but now here we are again, and it's just not really smooth at all. Are you sure it's right to leave things like this? Go after him? Both of these are saying the same thing, so I don't know if I'll get any points out of it.
Right or not, it's what he wants.
Alvin. Now what?
I don't know. This is usually where the character episode... Okay, I was going to say, yeah, I don't know. This is usually where the character episode ends, but, well, there it goes.
Plan Section 2. Tendencies and the naivete of Rize Maxians and how to deal with them. Luger, this isn't about deceiving anyone. It's just sound business analysis. And who knows the two countries better than I?
I mean, technically speaking, you do have the most business experience with both countries out of anyone on the planet because you've literally been in Rize Maxia for 20 years before this, and you were here for, like, what, 7? So, yeah, you would know better than anybody else. Alright, that's 2 down, and again, not really... We're really having troubles here in terms of keeping everything above water, but, you know... I actually don't know where in Marksburg this next one is, so I'm just going to go here and hope for the best. And I guess we can find out. It is on the opposite side. Okay, well, I can fix that real quick. Let's go this way. Straight to the other side. So whose episode is this one? Oh, Elise, okay. Cool. Let me check Hunter's temperature first while we wait for this. The Great Bunnykins Race.
Luger?
temperature is good. No, it's not. Okay, cool.
Yeah, Jude seems to be looking for you.
Jude? Why?
I don't know.
Apparently, they're handing out samples of Rollo's beloved Kitty Crisps in front of the station.
Ah.
There's a limited supply, so he suggests you don't dawdle.
I'll be right over.
That's a hell of a lie to tell the kid there, Rowan.
Have you heard of it?
A speed quest
an
competition?
event in which players race to complete a designated job first.
Okay.
I believe it's a common competition here in Marksburg.
I haven't heard of it, but I haven't been here that long.
People
so.
even wager on the results, or so I have heard.
They have off-track betting for contract work in Olymp. God, I hate the gig economy. What the fuck?
Prizes are boss.
Like
today's
what?
winner will get a bunnykins.
Really?
Oh my, that trendy toy is sure to bring out stiff competition. But from what I gather, Rize Maxians can't compete unless they have at least one Olympian on their team.
See, this is what I mean, though. It's a little bit weird sometimes in this game because the side stories give you this impression that there's a huge amount of tension between Olympians and Rize Maxians, but then the government pulls stuff like this to try to smooth things over, and it seems to work because people actually do like cooperate. Like in this, I'm pretty sure there's going to be some cooperation between Rize Maxians and Olympians. So why the business world doesn't seem to be keeping up with the times because the government is saying, no, this is what's going to happen. It's regular now, so you better get used to it. And the businesses are like, we're just going to stick to the old. It's like, guys, that's how your business goes out of business if you stick with the old ways when the times change.
Yeah, they're afraid Rize Maxians will use spirit arts to cheat if they're not supervised.
Or there's that. So you need, yeah, you need some help from an Olympian. I'm an Olympian. I got your back.
Hey, we didn't even have to ask.
No, you didn't.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Oh, it is on.
Then speed is what we need. Let us make haste to the reception area.
Yes, let's.
All right, let's go see what this whole race thing is all about. The only way you can see trade between the two countries working out is if the Olympians actually want to work with the Rize Maxians. They're so entrenched in their old ways that they'd rather lie, cheat, and steal to make sure they stay ahead, just like before the schism was dispelled. Yeah, the tensions run deep here. It's really going to be difficult to fully, like, dispel all of those thoughts. It's not... This game sort of hints at this very deep political entrenchment between the two countries. You can't really get too deep into the weeds with it, though, in this game, because the primary story is about time travel, but... Well...
Oh, that looks like who we're looking for.
There is, it's sort of like a background thing, and it's like, no, things aren't as rosy as it may have seemed like at the end of the last game. There's still a lot of work to do, but we can't get too deep into it.
Consider yourself registered. Godspeed.
Because we have fractured dimensions and time travel to do.
All you gotta do is clear the job selected by the agent, grab your prize ticket, and bring it back to me. The first one to bring me that ticket wins the grand prize.
Okay,
This
fair
year's
enough.
hottest toy, a premium limited edition Bunnykins.
Something seems off about this. I can't quite put my finger on what it is.
Miss Elise?
Sorry, I was just lost in thought. This is our big chance. We have to win this for Elle.
I wonder if she was looking at the same thing I was looking at.
Don't carry it all on your shoulders. You have our full support, you know.
We're here and we've got your back.
Games of
Okay.
chance like this seem to
Complete
be
the job
something
and
of
get
a
the
national
voucher.
pastime here in Olympias.
I'm feeling the culture shock.
That's a line directly out of your old days of voicing things on Ed, Edd, and Eddy, isn't it? That's, I know her last name's Fitzgerald. I don't remember what her first name is, but she used to voice May on Ed, Edd, and Eddy to give you an idea of how prolific her voice acting actually is. Then again, to be fair, it's not even just that. She's also voiced several other people in the anime industry. I remember she voiced Chie in Persona 4. She's voiced several others. I'm blanking on the others, but yeah, that's her. Yeah, Erin Fitzgerald. That's it. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's Erin Fitzgerald. I think. Unless I'm thinking of... No, I think it's Eden Regal and Erin Fitzgerald. But that's Tipo voice actor. I know her last name's Fitzgerald. It's only been a year since the schism was dispelled, so this is realistic. Yeah, so it wouldn't just go away in a minute, you know? It wouldn't just be like, okay, all the political tension's gone. No, they have growing pains. They have adjustments to do, so. All right, we got to beat Malachite Beaks on Rusal High Road. So I guess we'll go do that. That's cool.
Hurry, hurry!
All right, off to Rusal High Road we go. So we can go murder these things as quickly as possible. And yeah, Alvin, you can come with. Why not? You're right, it is Aaron Fitzgerald. Okay, there you go. I don't remember the first name either, but yep, okay, we got it now. Alright, now the real question is, where are all these Malachite Beaks? I don't need any of the stuff that's just strewn around, so we'll just leave it. But I'm not seeing any just yet. You know, I'll pick up the elemental orb because why not? I'm not seeing any just yet, but that doesn't mean they're not here. It just means I'm not on the right screen yet. And I don't think you can actually lose this part either. Like, it gives you the impression that you have to be really fast about it, but as far as I'm aware, you don't have to be fast about it, so. Also, these should probably be a little bit of a higher level, shouldn't they? Considering they're part of the story. Okay, 31, that's not really gonna be too big of a deal here. Oh wow, we have some hyper armor going on these things. Ow. Don't get back here. Stop messing with my link partner.
High five! The proof of friendship. High wiggle!
Well, we got 72 elemental ore out of them, so that's pretty nice. Do I eat anything? I guess I'll have a small pudding cake just for the hell of it, just to keep my TP topped off while we're here. I know we're trying to process speed here, but there's no, you don't have to worry about, oh, there's Grace. Yeah, I knew it was in one of his menus. So I guess we'll equip that in a little bit once we get it. But, yeah, now I can look in the menu here and just see if everybody's doing all right in their stuff. You have nothing going on in Peak after this. That's great. You're still working. These are 15,420, so you'll be done at 15,420 with that, and then you're done. You're completely done already. And yeah, you just keep working your way up there, Muse. Actually, I think once she gets there, I think everyone will have access to alternate dash. So I guess at that point we can go look at them. But I'll look at the alternate dash once we're done with everybody's alien orbs. So nice slide, dude. Oh good, I can hit both of them. Goodbye.
Hey, nice fight.
Nice work, Rowan.
I've gotta get stronger. I know you can do it.
Alright, Spirit 3 will be nice for her. And the job is done, so now we can go report it. Love how you literally cannot remember most VAs, but if people give you a hint, you tend to figure it out pretty fast. Brain is weird. Well, no, that's like priming, right? Like it's up there in your brain case somewhere. You just need something to prime the memory to come back out, and then the signals in your brain, the neurons in your brain, fire in that way that remember you figuring out that name from the first time you heard it. So that's all. It's just a matter of priming the neurons to give them a hint, you know. So, all right. Well, anyways, we've killed enough Malachite Beaks. Are there still any on the field now? Yeah, they're still around. So I guess if you really want to, you could go kill some more for more elemental ore, which I'm gonna do right now because he's right behind me, isn't he? Again, I don't think you can lose this part, so it'd be kind of funny if we got like a game over or something right after this, though, because I took too long.
An obvious outcome. I feel more enlightened.
I guess we're all pretty close to getting level ups as well, although at this point I'm pretty sure Gaius is already done leveling up, so. Anyway, that's enough of that. We got a little bit of extra elemental ore out of that, so let's go back to Marksburg and report our success. Get that bunnykins. Again, something about this still feels off, though. Huh. For completion. Speed quest! Done. Prize voucher. That's what we've got. Got a little extra points out of it as well. Now let's bring it to the receptionist, and let's hope that they didn't have any other teams of 4 mixed Rize Maxians and Olympians working together to make this very easy, or else we will not have been the first ones to get here. If that's the case, you can pry memories from 10 plus years ago. The floodgates come open and you suddenly remember some vivid thing from middle school on a random day. That happened to me at one point today, actually, because I was going shopping and there was an old man crossing the street at one of the lights. I'll just not, so this guy isn't clapping while I say this. And he, there was a guy that was turning, and he's not supposed to turn because there's, a crosswalk that says go. So the old man starts walking, and the guy comes flying up towards the intersection and almost runs the old dude over before he slams on the brakes. I felt really bad for the old dude, and it reminded me of, something from way, way back in the day when I was in a karate class and we watched, we didn't watch, but somebody also almost got run over. And we could see it from the studio because there's big windows on the studio where the karate studio was. So we heard the screech sound of the person stopping. So it primed an old memory. So it happens for me too. I don't think it's just you. So it just depends on the context, right?
Let's just tally your completion time. Oh ho! Looks like we have our winner.
Good. We were not too slow.
Congratulations on trouncing the competition.
Thanks.
Yes!
And now, the moment you've been waiting for. Let me grab your grand prize!
Let's get ourselves a bunnykins.
Is a bunnykins?
Did bunnykins fuse with Imakuni from the Pokemon trading card game? Maybe they gave us the wrong prize? No, it's a knockoff.
That has to be it.
He said it. In case it wasn't obvious from before, the thing that was off was the fact that he spelled it Bunnykins, Bunniekins. What we're looking for is Bunnykins, Bunnykyns.
It's gotta be.
I was under the impression the grand prize was a bunnykins.
See, there's the correct spelling.
Exactly, a bunnykins.
And there's the incorrect spelling. You wouldn't be able to tell the difference because they're saying it out loud,
And
but
not just any
all of us can see
This
it.
is an ultra premium signature series deluxe plus handmade limited edition bunnykins.
If you needed someone to do that job for you, man, and you didn't have to lie about giving us this. I would have literally done that job anyway because I was on Rosal High Road killing Graticlaw.
Any resemblance to any other bunnykins is purely coincidental. Warranty not valid in Olympias or Rize Maxia. Enjoy your bunnykins responsibly.
You are going to get sued, and I'm not going to help you.
Oh, so it is. Look, the logo's slightly different.
He's still going to get sued. This is basically the theft of intellectual property, Rowan.
Anybody would think the prize was a real bunnykins.
Yeah.
Oh, no. Don't be absurd.
I don't have that kind of money.
The real bunnykins
Did
was
he just give a
limited
fucking
production
disclaimer
run.
for
You're
a
out of luck if you
Benoy?
want one now.
Yes. Yes, he
Which
did.
is all the more reason to cherish your brand new bunnykins.
This is terrible.
I wouldn't worry too much about it. That man's going to jail. Oh. Tipo
Is that a text
was her
from Luna?
ringtone. That's
Yeah,
cool.
I told her what we were up to today. She was worried about me.
Well, that's nice
I
of her.
replied that we won, but that the bunnykins was a phony.
I mean, they said it was a limited edition run, so L1 seems kind of iffy, but this R1 is just so saccharine, but exactly what Elise needs to hear, so your desire to help L was not
Well said.
phony.
You have nothing to be ashamed of, young miss.
Oh, she texted you again.
Luna just said
think.
the same thing you did.
Well, that sounds about right.
Don't give up. I know Elle will be touched by what you try to do for her. I'll see if I can find a bunnykins for you.
Sounds like you've made a true friend.
A friend with connections if she can find this bunnykins.
Yeah, she's probably trying to repay me for that little thing I did. I made her a custom GHS ringtone as a symbol of our friendship.
I was gonna say, what'd you do? That's cool.
Her phone rings in my voice. Isn't that cool?
You just really wanted your voice all over the place, didn't you, Tipo?
Ah, like what you have. I wouldn't mind acquiring such a ringtone for my device.
It would remind me of all our days adventuring on the
Sorry,
road.
Rowan. I can't give it to you.
Oh.
It's just for me and Luna.
Well, fair
Limited
enough,
edition?
I guess. Now I'm the one that feels ripped off.
I'm going to find a Bunnykins. I'd be a lousy big sister to Elle if I couldn't.
I mean,
It's the grown-up thing to do.
I wouldn't say that, but
Did you get any kitty crisps?
Yeah, loads of it. Rollo's gonna get fatter than ever.
wait, Rowan wasn't lying? I feel like that's one of those, like, moments in a cartoon where it's like they just made some stuff up on the spot and then it was actually true.
You're an interesting person. You know all sorts of things.
I'm very worldly.
And well, I feel like I can really count on you.
Thanks, Elise.
Here, from Elisa's heart.
I hope we can get to know each other even better.
Since you took that, you're obligated now.
Then it's a promise. So we got the Bunnykins. It's an attachment. And Art Amplify for Luger. Okay. Elise's Playmate. Obsessive Skit Viewer. Fun. What does that do for me? Oh, it gives Luger Spirit 3. Very nice. He could definitely use the TP because he burns through it like I would imagine Spyrix burns through the Olympian equivalent of fossil fuels. So, spirit fossil fuels. So he could definitely use the extra. And it's also linkable as well, as you can see down here. So that means not only will he benefit from this, if he links with, say, Elise, who also has Spirit 3, he gets even more TP. So that, I guess, all the more reason to keep Elise in the party. They really want me to keep her in the party, don't they? Yeah, it was a limited run. I mean, it's something. Obsessive is so hurtful. No offense, but the skits are the lifeblood of Tales games for you. Yeah, no, I don't know about... I mean, I don't know about Obsessive, because it's like, at this point, I'm not sure if we've watched enough skits to the point where I'd say it's obsessive. Like, I'd put Obsessive as maybe, like, every single one of the skits, you know? Like, that's... Because you're trying to do it, or maybe I just wouldn't even use obsessive because it has negative connotations, and I'd just say, you know, complete skit viewer or something. I don't know. But, yeah, I don't know if I'd use obsessive there because we haven't viewed as many as I would think you'd need to view for something that's called obsessive. So, anyway, off to Laurent to do the next one, which is, I believe, the next Leia episode. So, yeah, if you wanted Muse episode 1, we're going to have to wait. Again, I don't know why the game does it this way.
Peaceful little town.
I would imagine.
When you're in a place like this, it feels as though the whole world is untouched by war.
Yeah, and one of the cats, I think I mentioned it before, one of the cats was over here looking at all the seagulls. For probably obvious reasons. The seagulls didn't seem to care, though. You missed that in games? Just having your party interact outside of the story or combat. Yeah, it's nice. It kind of builds their character a little bit, you know what I mean? And it makes it feel like their relationships are more organic. Skid aficionado, that's your label for it. There you go. That's using our SAT words. Alright, next Leia episode, please. Chapter 3. Leia's Big Scoop. Oh boy. She finally gonna catch a break? Or is she gonna be lost in thought? What's going on, Leia? Wow, I get points for saying what's going on, Leia.
I got a text from my editor.
It's not a wonder most people end up with Leia having the highest affinity in this game. It's so easy to boost
He
it.
asked if I figured out the answer to his question yet.
At least I think that's how it works anyway. That's how it's been for me in every playthrough. Leia always ends up with the highest affinity out of anybody. So.
The question was something about what it takes to write an article, right? So, do you have an answer yet?
When we met Agria in that fractured dimension, remember what she said about Olympians? How'd that make you feel?
I mean, considering the fact of what we just learned in Alvin's episode, I'm pretty sure we can't say it makes me feel disgusted because there are people here that do exactly what she said. So...
When you know people on both sides of the fence like we do, it's hard to take one side.
Yeah.
I feel like this directly relates to my editor's question.
Well, probably does.
And how I felt interacting with the station attendant. Olympians and Rizamaxians have a different perspective. That much I know is true.
That's an
But if
SAT
I
word.
got
You learned that
beyond
in
that
early middle
simple
school and have been
thought-
using it since. I would consider it SAT word material. I don't necessarily know that most high schoolers would know what it means. But, I mean, you know, we learn these things at different times in our lives.
And I think about what's really important.
They're doing that thing where they've slapped all three of us. And then, yeah, I figured this was how it was going to end.
I'm tired
Considering
of
they
thinking.
keep snap cutting. Great.
I'll just do it. If it'll put this thing to rest, I'll write an article about what that station agent said.
I don't
Now you're sounding
think that's...
like the Leia we know and love.
Yeah, how this works.
So what's next? Go interview the guy in the station again?
No, if I interview him, it'll be at the end. He's my inspiration for the piece. I need to interview a wider range of people, or the article will end up just being my own opinion.
Well, that's fair. So let's help with the research part. I'm already on an errand run today. Might as
Where
well.
to start? I want to know what real people have to say.
Leia, don't
what
get
they're
tired
really
of thinking, please. It's Leia being Leia. That's typical for her. Look, you were and still sort of are a sponge for information. No, that's good. It means you'll keep learning things even later in life. So.
And then I'll put those thoughts together piece by piece.
Sounds good.
Sounds like you're still thinking, which is, yeah, good.
All right, now I'm fired up. I'm gonna go tell my editor. Later.
All right, later.
You could just text him, you know.
I mean, yeah, but she has to get the excess energy out.
Not?
So that's the end of Leia Chapter 3, but that's also not the end of Leia Chapter 3, because as we said, we have to help her with the research.
All right, I'm gonna write an article that will leave my editor speechless.
Speechless, huh? I can certainly visualize that, but probably not in the sense that you meant.
I don't have time for your witty repartee.
Oh wow, she used the word repartee. We're just full of SAT words today.
Step 1 is research. Step 2 is more research. Great journalism is written with shoe leather and elbow grease.
Sure.
Oh, you're not kidding around. Still, I'd bring a pen.
She has one.
So, do you know who you want to talk to?
Yeah, I want to interview 3 sources who are involved in different aspects of Riza-Maxian-Olympian relations. But I don't think any of them will be easy to track down.
Okay, what random dungeon do I have to go crawling in for these things?
Why not submit your request through the Spurious Corporation's job postings?
Because we're going to end up doing them anyway, Alvin.
In fact, I happen to know an elite Spurious agent who seems positively enthusiastic to help.
So why not just do them during her character episode? But I'm already ready, so let's do
I'll give
it.
it a try. Thanks for helping me out, guys.
So you can choose to help Leia or not at this point. If you don't finish her 3 side quests, I think it's 3, that pop up on the job board now, you never get access to her final character episode. And that'd be mean, so why the hell would you do that to Leia? Anyway, so first things first is we need to deliver a small minestrone soup to get close to a famous politician. Sure. So we'll just go do these and then we'll start up chapter 10 before we're done today. If we have enough time. I don't think it'll take that long to get these done, but you know, why am I taking the Sea Havens? I can just fast travel the Triglyph. So let's just do that. I don't know where she would be. I'll just go near Spurious Corporation because that's kind of central. Yep, there she is. Only picking up info because you're an overly curious cat. Hell, a caller has an issue with something and you stayed on after they found the answer because it was a learning experience for you. Well, and that's fair, you know, because you never know when that information that they learned, you know, that they figured out will come in handy for you for a future caller, right? So it's a good idea to stay on the phone. It's probably more work than some of your coworkers would do, to be fair, but, you know. Hopefully that's why they pay you the big bucks. And which politician are you bribing with minestrone soup? Because he's really hungry. That I didn't think that was actually going to be it, but fair enough. So yeah, this is another good reason to do that mission way earlier in the game that lets you get access to minestrone, because then you could just buy it rather than having to do that whole mission for it. Was it home cooked? Didn't we buy that minestrone from Drellin's station? What kind of culinary voodoo are we talking here? Oh boy. So yeah, anyway, that's the, you know, quick and dirty version. You basically just get what Leia needs, go talk to Leia, and then done. Next job. 2 more after this. We'll go report that in a second. I mean, I guess I do appreciate the fact that the side quest is allowing me to boost my ranking a little bit, because Leia gives you points towards the whatchamacallit. She gives you points towards your next title with the jobs by doing this, but it just seems silly that we're doing this outside of her character episode. Like, I figure if I wanted to help her, I would just do it during the character episode, you know? Yeah, but knowledge, yeah, I know. For some people, knowledge isn't its own reward, unfortunately. And that's a sad way to live, but it's how some people live, so. I don't know what I'd do if that was the case. I don't feel like I could ever live like that, but, you know. Alright, so that's Leia's first job report done. We need 5,000 more points to Bronze Seal, and I don't think we're going to get there from Leia's jobs, but that's okay. Find the merchant, Marksburg Rize Harbor. Want to interview the first merchant to set up in Rize Maxia, but he's busy. Help me find him. Okay. Gotta go to Rize Harbor to do it. Not that entrance, unfortunately. This entrance. I think. Unless he's going to be on the opposite side, and that's why he's busy. Nope, he's over there. Okay, cool. Leia's getting craftier in this job. Guess that's why she's a reporter instead of hired muscle. Yeah, she's showing a little bit more in terms of her reporter's chops here. And the nice thing about it too is that she's actually like not being wishy-washy about it. Like in a lot of cases with Leia previously, her character development's been kind of wishy-washy because she hasn't really been like all in on it, you know what I mean? In this case, the fact that you're doing this outside of her character episodes shows how all in she's going with it. And granted, she has help, we're supporting her through it, but she's still going all in on it. So she's committing, which is important because that means that she'll be, you know, a more solid in terms of her foundation as a character because she's finding a purpose that she can commit to. And the whole thing about Tales of Xillia and Xillia 2, the whole theme that backs basically everything in both these games is conviction. So that was the theme that they wanted to stress in all of the characters. And since Leia didn't really have that in the first game, she felt like the odd one out. Now she has it, so. It's one of the other reasons why I like having her in the party, because it feels like she develops alongside Luger over the course of the game, so. Granted, some of the development is in side quests like this, but, you know. That's not what that is. I quite literally have a job, sir. I get direct deposits and everything. You know, that's a fair way of doing it. Look at her using his words against him. 10 minutes. That's all I need. I had many questions. Yep, that's the idea. And this man is correct. Which is, I wish he would have said that with Jurgen in the same room, because that would have been very pertinent for Jurgen to hear. But, you know, whatever. The reporting is all the way on the opposite side of the bridge, but I guess we can run through the bridge of 10 FPS again one more time before all this ends up. Eventually, by the way, this bridge will update its inventory to some better, higher-end items. I don't think it's now, but I think it's like after chapter 11. Basically, once they stop unlocking new towns for you to go to in order to buy your gear, that's when Marksburg starts becoming more of the hub, basically, in terms of your purchasing stuff. At least until the Zhandu Coliseum becomes the hub at the end game, because the end game Zhandu Coliseum custom orders are pretty damn good. So it's where you get all the best armor, basically. So, alright, part 3 of Leia's report. We need to go to the Nala lava tubes. Great. A soldier in Cambelar I was supposed to interview hasn't returned from the lava tubes. Find him. Fun. Yeah, well then, good job, Leia. Yeah, see what I mean? She's using the, you know, what she has in order to maintain her position, basically. Like, she's leveraging her own skills in order to get ahead at the job that she's doing, which, again, I think is very smart of her. It makes it seem like, you know, she's... I wouldn't even say seem like. It makes it so that she knows what she's doing. It looks very much like she knows what she's doing when she does stuff like this. And also, Jesus Christ, she's almost at 7 affinity hearts with us. What happens when you max these out is probably the logical question in everyone's mind. Don't worry, we will max a few of these out. Probably not all of them. Some of them are kind of difficult to do, but to be fair, like, you think about this, we use Leia, Mila, and Gaius in our party pretty frequently. They're like our regular party of 4. We've only done a couple of Mila's character episodes. We've only done one of Gaius's, so they've got plenty more points left to grow. Muse, I suppose, also has a bunch of points left because she hasn't done any character episodes. We've done, you know, 3 for Alvin, 2 for Jude, so some of them are a little tougher than others in order to rank up, and that's where friendship potions start to come in handy, but we'll try to save our friendship potions for later in case we need them. Anyway, we need to go to Nala Lava Tubes, so let me see. Okay, I've still got food on. I'll let Rowan come along. I don't know how many things we'll actually be killing in here, but I suppose it wouldn't be a terrible idea to kill a few things in here, considering how much extra elemental ore they give us. Now, where is this dude anyway? Up. Okay, he's not too far in, actually, and I picked the correct side because he's right over there. Alright, cool. Arts. I need to turn off some of your stuff. I need to turn off any of your fire-based arts because those will not help us in here. Also, I don't need Tornado Drive, so we'll turn that off. I'm going to turn off Arc Fire even though I am using that with him, but, you know, we don't need that. We'll put on Squall Shot as well. Leia... I mean, we've got Swallow Flight, but I don't really see her using that all that much, honestly. So, we don't need Linked Explosion, though. We don't need Soul Stoke Spin, either. I'm going to turn off Cerberus Strike as well, because I'm not really using... Well, you know, maybe I'll leave it on. Why not? She can use it for 6-pointed fangs, so... And then Rowan, no Fireball. Definitely Splash. And Blue Sphere, and Diffusional Drive, and Tidal Wave. Alright, cool. Now we should be ready. So off we go. Again, we'll see if there's anything that I actually want to kill in here. I've already killed enough things in order to get all of the 1 stars for everything in here, so I'm not really worried about that. But I mean, I guess if I run into like a gentle Freet, I think that's what they're called, I'd probably kill that, honestly, because they're worth quite a lot of experience and quite a lot of ore. So, or if I run into stuff that's just like close together enough for me to encounter like it, you know. But the rest, it's kind of like, I'll just pick up the ore as we go, and that's good enough for me. Incidentally, I don't think I've checked the orb in probably 20 minutes, so let me just check here. Oh, Alvin's done with Dark. Awesome. And what's Legacy get up to? 14,230. So I'm going to give you Aurora, actually, since you're done with Dark. And I think once you get Legacy, is that level... Okay, that's level 3, so it still goes up from there. So you'll need quite a lot of light by comparison to everything else. Although maybe I wait to give you light, and now I give you... Leia, what are you up to over here? Okay, I can give you River at this point, because you'll be done in, like, 3 seconds with that. We'll give Alvin Waterfall, because that will let him... Well, first of all, it'll let him help out with Charge Blow, which will help us quite a bit. We've got Speed Charge coming up, so that's also nice for him, and I might want to equip that. But, again, this is mainly to help him with Pulse Shot, because Pulse Shot doesn't have its extra Guard Break and Iron Stance Break that it had in the first game until you use the Allium Orb to level it up, and it levels up through Water and Dark, if I remember correctly, so... Yeah, we're going to want to work on that. Oh, good, and you also get Tetra Spell immediately after this. That sort of makes Chain Spell a little bit less useful, but that's okay. Jude, you're just putzing along with that. Now, these... Yeah, we should give you Yin and Yang now, since Alvin's done with it forever. Because that's where a good chunk of your stuff is going to come from. you're done, and you just keep this forever. So, like, until, you know, the point where you can just be done with all of these, and then you get Aurora. All dimension spell arts will be twice as powerful in your combos. 50% chance of nullifying damage dealt to you by enemy arts. I didn't check what dimension spell does. Increased tension will now only consume 10% of current HP, not 30. Oh yeah, that's Muse's taunt. So if she has increased tension equipped and taunts, she gets 30% of her maximum TP back at the cost of 30% of her maximum HP. I think it's current HP. Yeah, it's current HP. So now this reduces it down to only 10%. So it's a little bit more efficient to use in that case. So, but what does dimensional spell do for you again? Oh yeah, I can't check from here. I guess we'll check when I go back to town if I remember right. Wood's connected to a lava cave, and then it's connected to tundra. This is some Etrian Odyssey levels of bullshit for geography. Get there's a reason in this game, but still. Yeah, it is a little silly, honestly. So I totally get it. But, yeah, it gets a little silly. I wonder if I can link this guy, this Jin, with whatever this enemy is. I wonder if it's too far. Come along, little bat. Can you two link up together? Well, probably, but I'm getting back attacked before you can link up because I lost this guy. I lost the plot, you see. Oh, that's okay. Alright, sure, I'll link up with Melvin. Okay, thanks for that. I'm getting out of here before you flame me. Nice tidal wave.
Let's keep the tempo.
Nice work.
All right,
Man,
feeling good, feeling great.
we had that battle on lock. I mean, Leia got smacked up, but, you know, it's fine. Alright, so no link up there. I wonder if we're going to have to fight anything to help this dude. Probably. That's usually how this stuff goes, but that's okay. Yes, we are definitely going to have to fight some stuff in order to help this dude. Good lord, that's a gentle freak with a whole bunch of other stuff. It's a good thing I brought Rowan. Alright, let's see what we've got here. I'll just block all of those. Thank you very much. Ow. That's not very much. Thank you, Alvin. Alright. Falling snow. Get this going. I was gonna say, guys, I think you got him. Okay.
Don't treat me like
And just like that, we have all leveled up.
you and I are partners.
Very nice. And we also got a miracle gel out of beating that guy, so that's good.
Man, I feel good.
Yes, that's what I'm talking about.
An old dog can learn new tricks.
Not a problem, sir. Alright, so he's headed back to Cambalar. I'm being attacked. Help. I wonder if I should go back now, or if I should fight one more thing to make sure everyone in the party leveled up. I guess I ran into these guys 2 pixels after turning off the screen, so I guess
Shall we begin?
I guess I'll fight them. Wow, Crusher already? You guys are good at this.
Not bad.
Oh, did it eat my input? I guess so. Because I sure don't have access to the, whatchamacallit. Just keep using Arc Fire. It's effective against them. And then we can instantly KO them with Frost Field, which is, again, incredibly excessive, guys. I mean, we got them. It's fine.
That got me pumped.
Alright, so that should have everybody leveled up now. We lost a little HP in the process, but I think it was a worthwhile sacrifice. Alright, so now, I believe with the event list, we just go, yeah, to Cambalar to talk with the soldier. Alright, so off we go. I don't know which one would be closer, so I guess I'll just go here, and then we'll see where he ends up. He is in the residential district. Got it. Off we run, then. And we'll just leave Leia and Alvin in the party because they're going to be in the party to begin with anyway. Oh yeah, I think, if I remember correctly, one of the cats that was here in Cambalar, because there was like 4 cats in Cambalar. There was one from Cat Dispatch, there was the one that we saw in the thing, and then there was one in here, if I remember correctly, as well. So, there's quite a lot of cats for you to find in Cambalar. I think the other one, the last one, was up by... Yeah, actually, all of them were in pretty iconic areas. So the one was up on the rooftops up there, where we got to the castle in the last game. There was one in the residential area there, and then the other one was up at the castle itself, looking at one of the wyverns in the cages up there. So a little bit of variety with all the cats of Cambalar. So that's me. Oh, okay. Yes, we are. Maybe. Yeah, so, small world, right? Yeah, and, I mean, that makes sense. I suppose, you know, it just depends on which side of the war, quote-unquote, you were on at the time. Right. Yeah, I mean, that does allow us to rise above our base senses most of the time, so... Right, because otherwise, what are you fighting for? Right. And that's not okay. Alright, well, sounds like Leia's got all of her job reports together. Where do I report these? Oh, okay. Right back where we were here. So off we'll go. And I guess while we're at it, we can always look and see if there's any other, like, little teeny tiny side gigs that I can turn in order to get us up to Bronze Seal. So maybe we can then do Hassle at the Tatalian Abyss, and we can just save starting working with Nova until the next part. I mean, we only need 1,900 points. It can't be that hard to do, right? Gotta be something in here that I can do besides just the rainbow lenses that this guy wants. I mean, I could go to the Kalmar Trail, I guess, and kill these things, but... You know, I'll hand one over. Why not? See what we get out of it. Oh, we get nothing out of it. It's just kill more monsters. What a pain in the nuts. See, and again, I could turn these in if it wasn't for the fact that... Like, I've got both of these done, but I've got 763 points to go. It's like, come on. All right, yeah, we're gonna commit to doing Bronze Seal. We're not gonna help Nova today. I know she got the thumbnail, but we're not gonna help Nova today. I'll fight the green butterflies. How about that? All right, back to Burmia Gorge, since this is what I have decided to do with my time today. We'll just bring these party members with us just to maximize our lottery proc chances. Okay, so now we can turn back on your fire elemental stuff. I guess I'll leave Variable Trigger on for you. We don't need Tiger Blade, though. I didn't catch that last time. Did I turn off? No, I didn't turn it off. Okay. I turned off Fireball for you, though. And I'm going to turn off Tidal Wave, because even though Tidal Wave is useful, I don't think in particular I'm going to need it in here. These enemies will die very quickly, so... Alright, let's just go look for green butterfly. And, okay, there's one right there.
What a nice
I know there's a little bit of elemental
I
ore
could spend all day here.
in the beginning of this place as well, so that's not really a bad thing either. You could spend all day here with the wind djinns, Leia? Are you sure? Where the hell did that butterfly go? Oh, there you are. How many are in this one fight? One. No. Let me out. See if we can re-roll the... Oh, yeah, right. He's going to disappear after this. Maybe I should have just killed it for the one. Well, that's unfortunate, but, I mean, I guess we can just kind of go in and out of this until we find enough of them. It's going to take forever to find these 5 just because they're what I'm looking for, isn't it? Okay, so that guy doesn't respawn unless we do this twice, if I remember correctly. Oh, look, a Bakura. Where do you think you're going? You can't hide from me. I will falling snow this Bakura. That will be something. There we go.
Man, I feel good.
I feel more enlightened.
Nice and easy, and a whole bunch of extra ore out of the matter, so that's not bad. I guess I can take that as a win, even though, you know, it wasn't a butterfly. Here's a butterfly. Come on, be like 3 butterflies in one fight, please. Well, that's 2. I guess I can't be too mad about that.
Huh, not bad.
Don't make this hard on yourself there, man. Alright. 2 down, 3 to go. We killed both the enemies, so I'm going to have to respawn them by going in and out of this twice, but that's okay. And, oh, okay, this one didn't respawn. Maybe because it was a Bakura. So the respawn might be a little bit weird. Might be a little different. Yeah, maybe. This one did, though. Let's see if it's a butterfly. It is another butterfly. And it's a warning butterfly, so maybe we'll get 3 out of this one fight. No, we get 1.
Don't mess up my big
Well, that's
scoop.
unfortunate, but...
Hunting energy shot.
Let's keep the tempo.
So elegant. Super easy.
But at least we've got 3 of them done now, so... Let's head up a little bit and see if there's any more that we can fight up top. And once we fight the ones up top, that's a gentle sylph. That's not really going to do me any favors. This is a Jin. Is it over here? No, I gotta go up a little further in order to get to the next section. Oh, more butterflies. Alright, come on, B2, so we can get the hell out of here now. Okay, good.
The strongest salesman in the world. Comes off too strong.
Alright, and that takes care of that. Let's go back to Triglyph so we can report on this, and then I can heal up. And then we can go to the Titalian Abyss and take care of that one real quick. Although that one probably won't take very long to take care of because it's Titalian Abyss and the enemies there are piss easy at this point. Like, they're in the 20s in level, which, again, makes me wonder why you need such a high rank in order to even do this one. But whatever, I mean, I guess there it is. We need 117,000 points, which is more than we would get for fighting both of these guys together, put together, in order to get to the next title rank, which is bronze medal. Like, why do I need so many points? What is the purpose of needing so many points to get to these next ranks? It seems ridiculous. Like, way over the top. Anyway, we can turn these in right away, so let's just do these real quick. Get life booster and mind booster, and I don't remember what those do, but we're going to find out in a second because I'm going to leave the screen, and there we go. Alright, life booster and mind booster. You know where I would be able to find this out? Is over here on this menu. Mind up and life up. Okay, so now Luger has a chance. And again, this is something you wouldn't get until halfway through the game. Every other character has had this for quite a while from their Allium Orb. Luger doesn't get access to life up and mind up until, you know, about when you had it in the first game. So, I mean, being a strong salesman isn't a bad thing, right? No, he just doesn't want to scare people away with it, I guess. Yeah, extending playtime, probably. Honestly, you're probably not wrong about it. It's just weird, though, to me, because it's like, no, there's a finite number of jobs that can... Because there's only so many elite monsters, and so that means there's only so many situations where you can get a big chunk of those points all at once. So why make it so difficult, you know? I don't know. Whatever. And I think all of these now... Yeah, these are all sealed versions of the... excuse me. I don't think these are the Devil's Arms. I think these are the Allied Arms, and I think what happens is you beat the EX Coliseum, and then they can unseal them, if I remember correctly. So, yeah, we won't worry about that, or the kitty sighting for Labari Hollow. We'll do that one later. So, anyway, last thing to go do. We got to go to the... I don't know why I'm going there. We got to go to Tatalian Abyss, and we're looking for those goblins. The grind for Star Rank 10 in Legends Arceus. I've heard... The grinding for that takes a while, yes, so... Alright, defeat 5 Burrow Goblins. So, let's just munch on some pudding cakes, that way we're a little bit topped off on stuff. Like, again, I don't imagine this being very difficult. We'll just look for Burrow Goblins out in the field, and that'll be enough. But you have to keep coming back, if I remember correctly, to doing this, in order to do this. So I guess I'll just, like...
I shall defend.
Are these guys? Oh no, they're definitely not.
Hey, you did it! I guess you're not too bad.
I was gonna say, are they a little bit strong? But no, like, I was surprised they weren't dying as quickly as the Burmia Gorge stuff. But, oh look, and a Silver Bakura out of all of this. So there are some benefits to doing this, if I can catch the Silver Bakura before he runs away. He ran away, damn it. I was too slow. Oh well. But yeah, there are some benefits to doing this because, you know, obviously you can find extra Bakuras, but eh. Not like I need them that badly, you know. I don't know, we'll see how bad it is in terms of, like, how many times they expect me to come all the way back here, but, oh, okay. I thought I was around that guy, but I guess there's a few Burrow Goblins here. So that's 4. I'll need to defeat one more. Ideally, he'll be right here, but I guess we can fast travel out of this place at any time if we need to, so... I'm just gonna, like, find an actual Burrow Goblin out in the field, because that'll guarantee that there's at least one in the battle. So... Yeah, I just need to remember, because we should be able to, very shortly after this, find out how much, like, whether or not we need a higher rank in order to do the rest of Hassle at the Tatalian Abyss. And I don't really think we do, but, again, there's only one way to find out, and we're in the process of doing it, so... The reward is barely anything, and you wouldn't need any of it at that point. To use Star Rank 9 is enough. Yeah, I gotta imagine, because, like, that seems like it's like, okay, they're basically giving you an 100% completion reward at that point, you know? So... Alright, so... That takes care of that. A little bit of extra points, and Hassle to Tatalian Abyss 2 requires bronze medal. Now we fight 5 Blade Beaks, and again, this one's kind of annoying because you have to keep going back to pick up the next one, and you can't pick up the next one until you turn in the first one. If it goes above bronze medal, we're not going to do the rest of these because Jesus fucking Christ, like, I don't see myself getting above bronze medal. As a matter of fact, we can't even do this one because we don't have bronze medal. So I don't really see myself ever getting above bronze medal until, like, a New Game Plus situation. So that was a waste of time, but I guess at least now we know, right? And we wouldn't have known otherwise. Alright, so let's go back. We'll rest up, and then we'll head to Drellin, and we will stand directly in front of Nova, and then call it a day before we can even talk to her to move on. So that's like 3.5 episodes of side quests that we've done. Oh boy. You get 20 rare candies and 10 grit rocks. At that point, grit anything is probably plentiful for the Pokemon you care about, and the rare candies are worthless. Yeah, because you had to catch so much stuff in order to get to that star rank. It's like, okay. Alright, sure. I definitely don't need these anymore. Okay, but you live and learn about this whole hassle at the Tatalian Abyss thing, and I think I remember finishing those quests in a previous playthrough, so maybe there's like some weird glitchy way that you can get a massive amount of points and I'm just forgetting how to do it. But, I don't know, maybe I'll like look into it or something. Oh, catching stuff stops giving points after a while. You have to grind out the research tasks specific to a Pokemon. Oh, okay, so it gets even more grindy. Great. Alright, we don't need any of those. I do need a small pudding cake, and then let me just double check everything else to make sure we've got, well, everything else that I might need. And I think we do. I'm gonna sell a few of these things, just so that way if we pick them up, it's not like we're, oh, I didn't use that ice pop. Well, let's get rid of it. Since I couldn't be asked to actually use it, I'll just get rid of it. It's fine. And I said I was going to keep all this stuff until I no longer need it. Is there anything new on the custom list? Shouldn't be, because I would have unlocked at the beginning of the chapter. Yeah, and the amount needed to go from rank 9 to rank 10 means essentially maxing out every research task for every Pokemon in the Hisui Dex. And if I remember correctly, there's like 400 Pokemon in the Hisui Dex. Because I think it's similar to the National Dex in Diamond Pearl Platinum. So that's a hell of a lot. I can't even imagine. I mean, I'd probably, if I ever played Legends Arceus for the stream, I'd play it similarly to how I played Let's Go, where I would only capture one of each species of Pokemon. So like, actually species isn't the right word, one of each Pokemon. So like I could catch, if there's a Rattata and a Raticate in the game, I could catch a Rattata and I could catch a Raticate. But so like I would probably want to evolve Rattata instead, but if they were both catchable in the game, could catch both. So you get 20 free levels and some EV training items for that. Okay. I mean, that's not terrible, I guess. I don't know how worth it that would be for me, but I guess it just, again, it depends on how much effort you have to spend to unlock it versus how much effort you end up getting out of it. But how much effort did we really expend in the process of unlocking Chapter 10? And is it worth all of the struggle that we went through in order to become ultra powerful?
When
Find
you're in
out.
a place like this, it feels as though the whole world is untouched by war.
On the next episode of Tales of Xillia 2, the Stream Edition, which will be happening on Saturday at 7 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time, where we will finally have a reason to talk to Nova and move on. No, it wasn't. I mean, I guess we'll see. It depends on whether or not we... Well, I'll say it this way. The main chapters of this game scale all the way up to level 80. So it's not like you can ever overdo it with all of the side content, unless you somehow manage to get above level 80, which would be a lot of work at this point, if I'm honest. So it's fine. Even if you do side content, it's like, oh, okay, the game will account for it. Anyway, more fire trucks outside. That's fun. Thank you for watching, everybody. Excuse me. I appreciate you coming out to Twitch and YouTube to check out the stream. Excuse me again, and I'll see all of you on the next one, which, as I said, will be on Saturday at 7 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time. I'll probably also take care of the last few enemies in our enemy data that need, well, except the Bakuras and the Gald Freak that need the 1 stars that we were missing in Tulia and Xillia Tundra. And I'll probably also do the ones that are in Fezabel Marsh, just for the hell of it, to be honest. We'll see. Anyway, until Saturday, everybody take care, and have a good one. She's staring at me, knowing that the next thing that I do will have to be to talk to her. I have no choice in the matter. I have no more side content to do. I can't string her along any longer. I'm stuck with her. And that's deeply disappointing. No, I don't. I don't want to get all up into that. It's not like Nova did anything wrong to me, but, you know, other than act as my bank loan liaison. Which I guess is kind of, depending on how you look at it, a bad thing. Huh.